pre-show or nothing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's turn this camera on. Having some internet trouble. Internet got wonky there a couple times before I even went live, so we'll see what happens. I gotta call Comcast and chew them out and see what's going on. Now, Obnoxious One, go. It's your turn. Where's our intro? We need our intro music, and go. And go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man, you do suck. Jesus.
Oh,
No wonder you
nice
guys
to
never
see
made
you,
it. No wonder
Nice
you
to
guys
see
never
you,
made it. Here, I thought we were gonna get some awesome intro music. You guys look like you're ready to rock and roll. Oh,
I think that looks like Yankee. If you really want to get into it, I'm pretty sure that's Yankee on there.
I don't think it looks like Yankee at all, buddy. I think it looks a lot like you. Yeah. I think it's strikingly like you. Night strikingly, maybe.
Oh, so we know it didn't hit. Thank God.
Hold on. It's a black and white picture. How do you know any of it's blue? Any of them are wearing a blue dress?
Well, that's true. It could be.
I can disprove the fact that it's me because he's not wearing an orange shirt. So
Well, he's not wearing a shirt at all, bro.
Well, see, there you go. That just blows your theory right out the window, doesn't it?
But that banana hammock you're wearing looks a little bit on the orange side in this picture. I don't know. Could be.
I'd need like a gherkin hammock.
A gherkin sleeve.
Gherkin sleeve.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am stunningly average.
I can't. I cannot. I just had to. Us gun channels guys, we got to promote each other. I wanted to make sure they got your band name out there. So if anybody,
thank you. I've been trying my best to promote you for like the last 3 weeks. And
yeah, and that's why
I even put the alt text in there for Patriot. So I hope he liked that.
So far is the only person on gun channels that has. So.
Brown noser.
Explain the alt text.
Yeah, I gotta figure
it out. Watch my video. Go to my channel. There's a little video.
All right.
No, he ain't gonna tell us. He's just gonna use it to self-promote. What a son of a bitch.
It's a description field just that is tied to an image. So if you put your cursor over it, I believe sometimes it'll come up. There'll be a little box and it'll give you a description of the image. But that is actually spoken when screen readers or my software, visually impaired person's software is focused on it. And so it'll speak that description so that instead of just saying image, it'll say, whatever.
Oh, I wonder what it would say about the image Ben that just posted.
Interesting. I know. What would it say?
It's something that you have to put in there.
Be thankful you're blind.
Or you would be anyway.
So it's something that you like on Instagram. You can do it to all your photos.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I'll have to watch the video. I'll have to watch the video for sure.
Have you, Patriot? Did you ever see the original House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yeah.
Was that out? But were you able to watch that?
Yeah.
I mean, visually. Okay.
That was years ago.
Yeah. All right. So if you think of Captain Spaulding without his makeup on. Okay, but he's still wearing, he's wearing like a tiny little biker's hat, and no shirt. That's Obnoxious One in this picture. Basically, that's what he looks like. No, I was looking up. See, I was looking up. I heard about his band. I heard about Obnoxious's band. It's Limp Wrist, and I Googled it and I hit images. I thought, wow, maybe we can find a cool album cover to use or something. And bam, there you go. Came right up.
I'll bet it came right up when you saw that.
It took a while. Let's see who else is out there. There's the Ape, you're out there. Juice. Now this is kind of funny today because one of my topics was going to be lamb. I have a rack of lamb at work. That I didn't need for a party, so I'm going to use it for a video. And he was actually asking about lamb, So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and I'm going to have everybody decide. We're going to talk about it a little bit and see what should I do with it. Some of the flavors or whatnot. Gizzard, Andrew Faulkner, Warsaw, Obnoxious, you're out there for now. Scott, Hemi, Slim, Gun Lemmy, Grandpa Stanley. I saw Stanley got a picture on Instagram with Ghost. That was pretty cool. You guys hooked up. Not like Obnoxious and Ape hookup. You know what I mean? That's totally different. But Seven Wonders, what's going on, brother? Grim, already said Juice. Man, I'm having a lot of internet trouble here. Whew, shit's just not working right. David Bowling, Glitter and Guns. Is that Frankie? Looks like Frankie.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, something is going super wonky here.
I'm thinking operator error.
No, it's not. It's my internet. I don't know if it's our one or either our router or our modem is acting up like crazy. I think it's our modem. William Trader's out there, and it's just not responding real well to me. It's weird. All right, well, whatever.
Yep, Glitter and Gun says it's Frankie getting ready to launch my channel.
To lunch? You're gonna lunch your channel? Oh, she's doing food and guns too. That's cool.
Gonna be around noontime tomorrow. Yep.
See, that name is kind of bad though, isn't that? Night Strikes. Kind of close to Night Strikes. Glitter and Guns.
What? Glitter and Gun.
No, Night Strike is Glitter and Gun. Oh. Just one gun.
Glitter and
I thought it was Blood in 1911s.
Ooh,
that's his alt channel.
It's Spatter and Guns. Yeah.
Batter pattern.
Old Buckshot Jones. So let's see. Abe, what's going on, buddy? Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Not a whole lot. This is first time I've been off since Thanksgiving, so yay.
Yeah, everybody's been asking about you. I figured you just had work. You know, you got some gnarly stuff going on there when people call off or you switch shifts or whatever.
No, I don't switch shifts. Fuck that noise. I've been working nights for too damn long. The daylighted, it kind of burns. And it's rather unpleasant. Now, one of the companies that we're contracted to run parts for, the parent company for them kind of had some miscommunications, and all of a sudden, you know how we've been running ahead of schedule all year, and all of a sudden, nope, we're 7,000 parts behind. So, fun. And I killed it.
It died early tonight.
Well, you know, when we had such a rousing opening with...
You're muted, Midnight.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. I just totally froze up there for a second.
I'm blaming Obnoxious as less than Smeggy impersonation.
Less than Smeggy. Yo, yeah. Glitter and Gun says I want to change my name to Guns and Glitter, but it won't let me. Something about 90 days. You're only allowed to change your name twice within 90 days, and then you have to wait to do it again. That's why Alan B. Pro was Jan is gay for so long. That's where the whole Jan is gay thing came. That was he was giving somebody a hard time, changed his name to Jan is gay, and then wasn't allowed to change it back for 3 months. He got stuck.
Well, I thought that was due to complications on his surgery that he had to stay as Jan for 90 days.
Oh, it could be. I don't know.
I know that too.
Gizzard, what's up, buddy?
Man, I'm just ecstatic that we're finally getting to see you after a 2-week hiatus, man. Last weekend was just such a letdown for everybody, and it pretty much threw everybody's week off. So we're all glad to see you.
I had a rough couple of weeks, but thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to see you again, man.
Always. Yeah, work was pretty brutal the last 2 weeks. I'll talk about it then. G, what's going on? Welcome to the group.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Our musical guest entertainer, Obnoxious One. What's up, buddy?
Well, hello. How are you?
The usual.
I am very thankful to be on such a fine show as yours this evening.
Do you know what show you're on?
What happened?
I'm on G-Web's show, right?
Yeah. We'll say
okay.
that.
Okay.
Welcome to the Daily Gun Show.
I'm honored to be on your show tonight.
Patriot, what's going on, buddy? Congratulations on finally getting done with the blind challenge and giving away some cool stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Even though I gave it to the wrong person. But.
Hey, well, there's you could have put in multiple copies, but I having the best weekend ever. I went to the range yesterday morning. I got a brand new holster today.
Cool.
It's my birthday, so I'm getting old.
Yeah. Oh,
falling apart. Thank you. But,
very cool.
And I had a cannoli the size of my head today. It was enormous. Not my head is enormous, but it was huge.
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 I would say eating something shaped like a cannoli would be free for a blind guy. Got to really be careful, huh?
It was. I don't know. I stabbed it. I cut it with a.
Oh shit! Just attack it.
Yeah.
Well, it is an Italian pastry.
So I can make a mess. What are you gonna say? Oh man!
Chomp into it and shoot it across the room. Row Cruise. Oh, that's not Row Cruise. That's Row Call. Shit.
The original.
Uh-huh.
What's going on, Holmes?
The only Row Call.
The one and only.
You, buddy.
How's work? Busy?
No, it's just stressful.
Trust me, I get it. I hear you.
Keeping the criminals at bay and giving lessons to old people and young people and passing knowledge through the chains of humanity.
That's good. Got to keep on keeping on. Sargemus, what's going on, dude?
What up?
How's work for you these days, man? It's got to be. I mean, this is the time to.
Here's my thoughts of this weekend.
Yeah.
Here's me being off work now.
A lot of college kids home from college for the holidays.
No. I wish it was that simple. No. No. Sometimes you see things that can't be unseen, and I'll tell you later.
Yeah, Midnight's Instagram post was one of those things.
That's actually an upswing compared to Friday.
Well, we'll have story time later. First question. Giz, I know you've got stuff on Spreadshirt, and G, you did a post about Spreadshirt. How do you guys get to because when I go on Spreadshirt, I can't find your stuff. What's the best way to find it when you're on? I'm using the app.
Dude, I have no idea. I can't even find my own stuff on there. I searched for what I literally named everything.
Yeah,
it's the worst search ever.
Because I've searched gun channels, I've searched Every Second Matters, I've searched bacon pancakes, and nothing comes up.
So if you click on the link up there, you don't get to my.
That's the only way I've ever been able to get to anybody's store is to have either their link or have them give me the address. But yeah, you never find it if you just go on Spreadshirt.
I mean, I've put some hashtags in the descriptions of my 3 designs, but like Gizzard Gary, with a space, without a space. Give them the bird, that kind of stuff. But I didn't know what all people do. People actually go out there and do a lot of searches? Maybe I need to embellish those hashtags a little bit and make it a little easier.
It doesn't make any sense. Like even with yours, if I search Gizzard Gary with no spaces, it says does not find anything. You do Gizzard Gary by itself, like with a space, doesn't find anything. How the hell are you supposed to go in and buy somebody's shit if you can't find it? It makes no sense.
I honestly think it's two different systems, because even when they had their sale,
right?
And I went and I bought some stuff from G-Webs, I couldn't get the discount on it. It was I'd have two different carts. I'd go to G-Web's shop and get the thing, and then go to Spreadshirt to try and get the discount code, and they didn't sync up. So I think they've got it as two different systems.
Huh. I know that I couldn't figure out the Spreadshirt because it's super goofy in there and it changes every so often. So I had set mine up like in the early 2000s or a long time ago. So I went in and this weekend I've been just killing everything in there and starting over. So when I started over, the link that they gave me for my store is different than the link that I used to have things pointed to. So I think you're right. There's like all kinds of things going on in their system or something. But they do have a thing like when you used to put up like a design and you'd put it on a shirt and then you'd sell that, right? That combination. Now you put up a design, right, and you toggle and it basically leave it up to the purchaser what they want to put it on. It could be a hat or a shirt or a jacket or a cell phone case or whatever the stuff that is they offer. But you just put the design up there. So that's a little different than before. But they say like when you put the design in there, you can have it on your store or you can put it in the marketplace, right? So you have your store and you can have multiple stores and you have the marketplace. So I'm thinking that marketplace is when you just go to Spreadshirt. That's just all the stuff that people have contributed to the market space or marketplace. Mm-hmm. So when I put like the bacon pancakes thing in the marketplace, it says we have to manually review this or something to make sure that it's not copyrightable and it's not objective. And there's like this whole list of stuff that they like are going to verify every image that goes up. So it must be like some kind of a parallel system where your stores are over here and then their system is over here, I guess.
So it's just so weird that there's, and I'm going through the app and I'm looking, and there isn't anything that would even prompt you to go to another site for like originals or something.
No, I think that's what they're trying to do. They don't want anything questionable, objectionable, copyrightable store, so they don't want to even touch it. So they want you to go to a specific store or to go to the collection of stuff which has all been approved. But I think they're trying to make it either or. Because if you went to Spreadshirt and then found like boobs or something, and then you'd go, oh my goodness, and you wouldn't realize that it was on like Midnight's store.
Right.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't just
move from bacon pancakes to titty pancakes. That's kind of disturbing.
That's a bummer, man. That's
tried to draw fried eggs, but they look like boobs.
Nothing wrong with that. Either way. All right. So at least now we know. I mean, you guys got to definitely like put your link in like crazy every time you mention it or anytime you do a post or something to put that link in there. Because I mean, I tried for like 20 minutes. Like I was trying all this different stuff to try and find anything, and nothing would come up.
Well, here's the other thing. I just put all the stuff in this weekend, and it takes time to refresh or like to load into the system. So I'll put like 3 designs in, and then I got to wait like half an hour before I see them in my own system. So
they're all
propagation.
They're all there, G, because I saw them earlier tonight after I saw your Instagram posts.
Okay.
So now, can you put links in Instagram for other? I've never tried it. Can you put like a Spreadshirt link in your Instagram post?
Don't think so.
In the post, yeah, it's not going to be a hyperlink. You can put it in there, but it's not going to do
much.
You
just copy and paste it.
No, not really, because you can't copy from Instagram. And if you open up Instagram on a computer, try it. You can't copy off of my mouse. Like it won't let me. I have to dig into the page code and find it. Copy off of Instagram. They're trying to make it Like they want you to be on a phone for one, and then they want you to not link off of Instagram except for that one link in our profile page.
Right.
Instagram's okay, but it's not perfect for everything like that. Now you can do like in YouTube and probably Facebook, and I don't think it's in Instagram. You can hook right up to things. So like you could hook up your Spreadshirt thing to your YouTube thing, I think. I don't know if there's a level you have to get to before you can do that. Do they let you guys link to your stores?
From like YouTube?
On your YouTube, like in those little links that are in the top in your...
I just created my store yesterday, so no, I haven't gotten around to it, but it's not a bad idea.
Well, there was
it's not a bad idea to put it into your default upload.
Yeah, it needs to be in the video descriptions too. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, you've got your About page, and you can go to the bottom of your About page, and there's all those links. I know Spreadshirt's one of those because they're like affiliated with YouTube. And there's certain things like when they used to have annotations and stuff, you could hook your annotations up to certain sites, and Spreadshirt was one of them. So I don't know if that was something from the partner days or, because my channel's different than some people's. So I don't know if that was something that was given to me or if that was for everybody. But that was one of the advantages of Spreadshirt over some of the other shirt places, is that whatever agreement they had with YouTube, you can plug it right into your channel. But putting it in the description's enough, I think. Most people don't go to your main channel page and then look for that little link up at the top, right?
That's good to know. So, I don't know. Start throwing those links out there then. If you guys want to throw them in the chat, throw them in the chat. You're more than welcome. Actually, I'd like you to. Yeah, I wanted to go and check out. I want to check out like maybe a bacon pancake shirt or something. Or a mug. Mug would be cool too. Gizzard putting spam in the goddamn.
The other thing about
fried spam
is that like they won't, like some places when you're building your own product, they'll let you buy it at like whatever the wholesale is or something, like some lesser rate. They won't. I don't know a way to let Spreadshirt buy your own. Like you can't buy your own shirts out of there cheaper. If you guys find something like that, let me know. But don't buy nothing off a Spreadshirt until they do their we call them their coupons, right? Because their coupons can be pretty good sometimes.
They got a 15% off thing going on right now.
I couldn't figure out. I mean, also when I used to run Spreadshirt, I had all my designs up there for $0 because I was charging for the shirts, right? Now you put a charge on your design. So I sold like 20 shirts last year, right, in 2017, and I got $20 for them. So you got to be careful to make sure that if you're trying to make revenue off of it, that you set it to actually make revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Buck a shirt really doesn't go very far.
Yeah. Warsaw Patriot saying, do I know where the reference bacon pancakes came from? I don't know where this original Adventure Time. Yeah, the Adventure Time. I'm not sure where they got that from. I really think it was just a goofy thing. I mean, I've seen the guy talk about it, the actor, the voice actor, talk about it, but I'm not exactly sure where he came over it for. I think it was just like a goofy little thing that he did. I think it was kind of impromptu.
I don't know. This is America. We start just adding breakfast foods with other breakfast foods into bowls, or using other breakfast foods as wrappers for eggs and bacon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw a tattoo today where it was a little fried egg sleeping, and he was pulling up a piece of bacon like if it was a blanket.
Just snuggle it in there. That's funny.
So the bacons and eggs were spooning?
No, the bacon was the blanket. It was a bacon blanket.
It would have been good if he was sleeping on a little fork.
Well, it was a tattoo.
Oh yeah. So Spreadshirt, that was one of my topics. Very cool. Jersey and Pittsburgh, right? Jersey and Pittsburgh are going crazy. Jersey's talking about they are at 10 rounds per mag, talking about going down to 5. Pittsburgh's getting all wonky out there too. And they're talking about mag restrictions. They're also talking about kicking out the concealed carry conference, which would be a bummer. as I'm hoping to maybe go out to that. It's not make a day trip out of it or something, or an overnighter. I know Budget's going too. Budget's talked about it. So that's nutty. If anybody else is up in the area and is thinking about going, let me know. I'm definitely going to be trying to pick a day and go to the Great American Sports and Outdoors Show. That's the one in Harrisburg. If anybody's coming up this way, let me know. If I can get there a day and you're able to go, we can hook up, meet up. Same thing out there in Pittsburgh. So I just wanted to bring those up. There's something to think about out there in the chat for now. I'm going to do probably tomorrow night. I'm going to shoot a video. I have a rack of lamb at the restaurant that I want to use for a video. So what I want to do a little bit is, get some ways that, or some flavors or some ways that people might want to see me use it, or how I'm going to use it. We can talk about some options or just some fun flavors that you guys like. It is a New Zealand rack, so it's not huge, which is nice. You can grill it, sear it. I was thinking about possibly doing like a Dijon and panko crust. I was thinking about maybe doing I do this ginger ale cranberry relish, which is kind of cool. We're not doing mint jelly, ape. We're not doing bananas on it, ape. Always trying to screw stuff up. So if you guys have any...
So you're saying I throw a monkey wrench in your plans for your lamb?
Yes. Don't do that. No monkey wrenches. So if anybody out there has any favorite flavors they like, or things that they would want to see, or things that they've heard of that they might want to see me try and work into the video, that would be kind of neat. So we'll do that. Throw some ideas out there, and I'll write them down as they come up. Or if you guys in the chat have any ideas, let me know. I need
about red flavored crayon.
Ooh.
Are you saying that you're going to cook food, but you're making us come up with the recipe?
I am saying that I am.
That sounds lazy to me, just saying.
I'm going to say that you guys, I know I've got two different ways that I was thinking about doing it. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe people would like to have some input.
Well, first of all, what'd that lamb ever do to you?
It made itself delicious.
Okay.
It's the same thing that every Crayola or Rosard has done for the Marine Corps.
Damn straight.
Oops, now Ghost is in here. Got to change hats.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. A rotating hat.
You see how he just threw you under the bus, Sarge?
It's okay. I'm used to it.
You can't trust a chicken.
What was
that? It's okay. Sarge was wearing a ghost hat not a couple weeks ago on his own show.
What's that show where the guy had a hat that was two hats sewn together and he would just flip it around the other way?
Oh, see, that's what you got to do. Just, sew them together and just flip it. There he is. Good job, Sarge.
Yeah. Take it to the next level. Like more on there.
Yeah, so you can just spin it around.
Let me get my Sarge hat on, and I'll represent Sarge for a second.
I'd wear a gizzard hat if it was 2XL.
Hold on here. I'm going to get my Sarge hat on.
Well, now, Sarge, like we're saying, if you just sew two of them together, you can make your quadruple X head size hat. Well, get it a little bigger. That way it'll grow into you.
Hold on.
Look at that nonsense.
There you go, Sarge.
There it is. Thing. There it is.
Well, we're going to wear our own hats.
Bunch of brown nosers. Look at these guys. Holy smokes.
I would wear a midnight hat if I had one.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I try to go.
Not that one.
You would really style if you had one of these. So.
Yeah, that's nice. You got that overstitching. The different colored overstitching is nice. I like that on hats.
You know that every baseball hat has a name. Like there's probably a name for that hat that he's got like that style.
Yeah.
You'll start looking at hats and you look through their catalog or whatever. Like all these baseball hats, I just call them all baseball hats. They all have a different name.
Brand name is Sportsman. That's all I know.
Got my other one on now.
Gary, I don't care what hat you're wearing. Just put one on for Christ's sakes. You're scaring the kids.
You know, you just need to turn the brightness down on your monitor. That way the glare doesn't get you.
And I
The
got my
glare is
Hornady
real.
that I won from Ghost.
There you go, that Hornady one. I forgot about that one. I like that hat.
Yeah, that was a year ago I won that from you.
Has it been that long? Awesome.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that this is really proving is that pretty much any middle-aged guy will buy any kind of baseball cap.
I got tons
Yes.
of caps, man.
Right?
Yes.
The second the hair starts going away or starts changing colors, you got to cover it up with something.
Sharpie.
But do you guys have a Sarge mustache?
Ooh, now that's classy right there.
Yeah.
Classy with a capital K.
Is that what happened to Sarge's mustache? He shaved it off and mailed it to you?
Yeah, he doesn't even know I have it. He doesn't even know.
Is that Sarge or Tom Selleck? I can't tell.
I know.
If it is Tom Selleck, I think he's gone to let himself go a little bit more.
Did Tom Selleck ever go, "Hey"?
I don't think so. That's just
that was the Fonz, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. I like it. Smells like freedom. Smells
Is
like
that what it is?
Magnum TM.
Yeah, I like it.
So your hat's going to be the chef style hat with your logo on it?
Hell no.
You need to throw the Sarge hat on. You need to throw the Sarge hat on with a mustache, take a picture, put it on Instagram, and say, "I really let myself go this holiday season."
Yeah, find my Sarge hat. I don't know where the hell I have it. I think I have it upstairs.
That was
I probably threw it. I was using it to strain pasta at work. What the hell I did with it?
Everybody's going back to Sarge. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see how many more times we can get Gizzard to switch his hat tonight.
Oh, well,
yeah,
we haven't seen the Clover hat yet. Let's see.
Jesus Christ, look at this guy.
I guess they're paying better at the nuclear plant than I thought.
Jeez.
Yeah, I can afford 3 or 4 hats, man.
I actually wore the ghost hat to the range yesterday.
I'm surprised you got it back from your daughter.
Yeah. She left it. She wasn't here this weekend, so I took it. So.
Right on.
Snagged it out of her room.
Well, at the very least, it wasn't that missing holiday cheese ball.
What's funny is I won the Hornady hat from Ghost, and the Ghost hat I won from Rick's Life as I See It. So
there's some irony there somewhere.
Yeah. Sarge made me buy his.
Tell you what, your beard is coming in nicely there, man. Your beard's coming in nicely there, Gary.
Well, yeah, it's been there a while. I started a little bit before No Shave November.
Okay.
I think I started in Just Don't Shave July or something like
that. Right. Mine was Just Don't Shave 2016.
Mine doesn't grow that fast. I got to let it grow a long time.
Same here.
I shaved last week.
It's bad when you see
probably shaved twice today. Sarge probably shaved twice today, but don't you?
Sarge was last week.
Sarge looks like Negan. I'm sorry. Sarge looks like Negan. I'm just putting it out there. Sarge been growing
I got like 80 pounds on that guy.
Yeah, I know, but you've been growing it for how long? And I seen you the other night and remember seeing Negan with the full beard and the stash, and I'm like, wow, Sarge is Negan. I want you to get a baseball bat and wrap it with barbed wire and make a video just for that reason. I'm just messing with you, man. Just funny.
No.
I like not Henry Dean Morgan. What's his name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I like him, but every one of his lines is like 50% longer than it needs to be because he likes to drag everything out.
But that is Negan's character in The Walking Dead.
I like his character.
He plays the character very well, and if you've ever seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan in anything else, he plays them well. But man, he nails Negan. You know what I mean? He nails Negan. So does a good job.
Fan fiction thing going on there.
Uh-oh.
What you got there, Ape?
I got a beady stick.
You got a little ape whacker.
Little coconut cracker.
It's his banana smasher. Watch
Banana
out.
baton.
Tire checker.
Tire checker.
Actually,
right there you
this
go.
is a fish whacker.
Tire thumper. They call it a tire thumper, right?
Yep.
I know. I just know this was used for branding northerns. Not northerners. Northerns, the fish.
Canadians? Oh, okay.
No.
It's like,
they're too polite.
I'm going to say, I don't know that that's big enough to take a bob out.
4 foot long fish, more teeth than an alligator. Yeah, I want
You need something bigger than that for Bob.
No, Bob. You just give Bob a beer. You set it on the ground. He goes to pick it up, and something goes pop.
Well, that's an open-ended statement because that could be a lot of different things that go pop.
I was just going to say something goes pop. I'm like,
There's a video on Instagram of Obnoxious picking one of those up without his hands. It's really creepy. I didn't like it. Made me feel weird.
With his mouth or his feet? What?
No, not his mouth or his feet.
No.
So,
you get off the ground with your armpit?
Have you seen the movie Just Go With It?
Yeah.
Wow, this chat's going really downhill.
Hey,
no, it was down. It was already at the bottom of the hill when it started. It's no big deal.
I want to shout out C4. Sarge, you got some stickers coming. You got some stickers coming. Y'all got my email one way or the other. Get with each other. Get my email to you. I'll get you some stickers. So definitely owe my buddy Trey at Go some. That's for sure. Patriot roll call. By the way, you will get stickers, and I promised you a bottle opener. One of the
you've been promising him that bottle opener for 3 months.
Yeah, you know something, I've been working a lot, but he's gonna get the bottle opener and some stickers. And he said he'd do it for his 500 sub giveaway, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I might send you 2 bottle openers. So
Roll-call's passed out.
Busy. But I have stickers to give to all of you. I just ordered even more today, and shot with the Crazy Scotsman and Ohio Wolverine today at our range. We all passed each other's swag, it's like, oh yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's great. You just spread the fun. So yeah, I got stickers to send y'all. So y'all exchange emails. And Sarge,
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Hey, do you have stickers?
Yes.
Ghost likes stickers.
I like stickers.
Good Ghost.
Ghost?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get y'all stickers, man. I got a bunch more coming. So yeah, I'm just, like I said, it's our first channel swag. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm kind of excited. We're a tiny channel. It's fun, and it's like, I got them at a good deal, and I'm like, I'm just giving them out to all my buddies. So good stuff.
Gizzard, I'm emailing you a link to something I want to play here. Probably might get me a strike, but it's okay.
Okay.
For a little bit later. I'll talk about it. And then,
are you waiting for the robots to go to sleep?
Well, I can't play it and have you guys hear it, so I have to have somebody else play it, and then I'll just lock on them or whatever. So next, now that you guys talked about your hats and shirts and all that cool stuff, Christmas presents. Last year we did a bracket, or I guess it was the top 10 on Christmas presents, and gift certificates won. I'm a big gift certificate guy. I think it's my wife hates them because she's like, it doesn't feel like I got you anything, but
Do you re-gift the gift certificates?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Depends on where they're from.
Right.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond, they all go to somebody.
Yeah. My biggest thing is, can you take the gift certificate, go to wherever it's for, and cash it in? Because okay.
I mean, that's the whole idea is, I mean, if you're going to buy, well, nowadays too, you got like the Visa cards and stuff like that. You got the prepaids or whatever the hell they are. So, the Juice says he only regifts Olive Garden gift cards. Go to Olive Garden, take the little dude there, get him a pizza. No big deal. But
them up on the
here's the question. There you go. Here's the question. Let's say you were like on the extra good list. Like you saved a flaming bus full of nuns and special needs puppies, and you're like, Santa's got you on the uber good list, right? What's Santa gonna bring you? I just wanted to run it through the room and in the chat. Let's see, like, you know, no holds barred, you know, other than like an Abrams or something like that. What do you want?
Something under 70 tons.
Yeah, something under. Yeah, so yeah, something under. Yeah, I mean, you know, no A10s or anything like that. So.
Oh damn! There goes my thought of having the full size Macross.
Within reason. I mean, a reason can be like 50 grand. We'll say that, something like that. I mean, it could be something awesome. What would Santa be bringing you? Armament?
Within how many dollars? What?
I don't know, like 50 grand. Let's say you were like freaking awesome for the whole year.
Under 50 grand and under 70 tons.
You know, there's a couple vehicles in there that I could put in there, but man, there's a lot of like arms I could put in there too, like, you know, Barrett's and
you want any legs? You get all the arms, but you want legs?
Well, yeah, why not? So I don't know.
Don't take mine. I wanted the mail order.
I don't know. You 50 grand to
holy shit, man! Just say something.
50 grand for Christmas? Man, I don't know what I'd do with it. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Well, Armament would have a heart attack, and he wouldn't get to use it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He'd use it on his hospital bill.
Yeah, he'd pass out, bump his head, be in a coma, and you'd have to. That 50 grand would last a day.
You know something? No, I wouldn't go total. What's his name? Can't touch this guy. Yeah, okay.
But, Michael Jackson?
No, what the
hell? MC Hammer.
Yeah. You know, if somebody just, you know, we work for a living and, you know, 50 grand and you got to work and somebody just says, here's 50 grand, go buy something for Christmas. You go, okay.
Well, I just changed my answer. I'd give that 50 grand and watch Armament Axis dance like MC Hammer live on YouTube.
Can't touch this. What's the commercial? Like 5 days later, I'm broke.
I'll say this. To everybody out there, I mean, we're always trying to get creators, you know, turn the cameras on, like Ghost and G are always saying, you know, turn the cameras on, do some content, whatever. If you ever need to just fill up time on a show, just ask Armament a question.
Yeah, it'll take him 45 minutes to answer a simple question.
Any question?
Guys, I got to run to the store. So, for Christmas.
Thank you.
It's all right. Hey, Sarge, you'll still be talking when you get back. You're good.
That's what
I mean. You know, I love you, brother. I talk a lot, but I love you, brothers.
How many? Okay, Ape. How other than $50,000 worth of bananas? What are you going to buy, or what are you going to get? Sorry, what Santa bringing you?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's over 50 grand, but let me get my screen share going up here.
You're such an overachiever. You always got to go above and beyond.
Well, you know me, if something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. I would think I would want quad 50 on the back of a deuce and a half.
Holy hell, heck yeah.
I mean, now
the last guy Lotto FN transferable mod deuce was like 50 grand, so you'd only be able to buy one.
Okay, so then I'd have a 150 amount.
You get the
we do know a guy with a deuce and a half. I'm just saying, maybe you guys can hook up.
Mm-hmm.
Will a deuce run for 50s? That's a fun, isn't it?
I don't know. That didn't have the
I think a dewsnap might fall over if you shot that thing sideways.
Let's
That'd
see.
make it for a great video.
Get it over though.
Yeah, this is a it's a 2.5 6x6 GMC CCKW 353-B2 gun truck.
Isn't that Canadian guy that restores weapons? He did a show on refurbing a quad 50.
Dude, that looks like Dragon Man's.
It's whatever Wikipedia has on there, so it could be.
Look at all those guns on the wall in front. Except Dragon Man doesn't have those.
It's some mural.
There's the one guy that was doing it was, I think it was like Louisiana or something, and the original ones he had were the propane guns. So it sounds like he's shooting them, but it's got just the solenoids or whatever.
It's the Marshall photograph at Marshall Museum, Liberty Park, something, the Netherlands. Ugus.
Real guns then, at least.
All right, so yours is way more than 50 grand. I don't know. We can't count that, I guess. Gizzard, 50 grand. Go. Not 50 grand in birdseed neither.
How about 50 grand in chicken scratch?
Here's an idea.
Oh man.
Who
forgot to shut the screen door? Who forgot to lock the screen door?
I think wait, it's not the screen door that I left open. Somebody opened a bottle of vodka.
That's what it was.
All right. So Gary wants.
You guys know if you keep feeding him vodka, he's just going to keep coming.
I want a gal holding a Barrett. There we go.
Well, now if he's holding that thing with 2 fingers, I'd be very, very frightened to get in bed with her.
It'd be
the thing is,
got a kung fu grip with all that.
So she's got a tight grip. What can I say?
Gary's looking for a girl with kung fu grip. Heard that.
G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip. No, maybe it'd be G.I. Jane with a kung fu grip, right?
You better hope it's not G.I. Joe.
I hope not.
Nowadays, you never know. And you know what? I bet you a guy like Matt, if a chick showed up with a Barrett on his front door, he'd probably overlook a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt.
Mr. Matt, how are you doing tonight, man?
Pretty fucking good. I have the next week. I've got vacation this next week, which isn't really vacation with my job. It just means I don't have to leave the house. I still have to do all my home shit, my paperwork, my computer shit. But
that means you got enough time for the blind challenge.
This is true. No, I do. I actually do this week. So, but I was forced to take my vacation before the end of the year, and I can't take it during Christmas week because there's too much shit to do. So this is my freebie week. Mostly freebie week. I don't know. Like I said, still got shit I got to do at home, but
there's always
which is the only reason I'm up this late on a fucking Sunday night, because normally I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. So, Mr. Midnight Range, you're welcome.
Yes. Oh, I
Ghost
can't believe you're here. Ghost says, "What the hell? I get booted for any?" I didn't kick you out. First of all, it was
I just saw your link and I accepted and I clicked on it and it brought me in here. And in fact, when it brought me in here, it said, "Oh, you're about to join a chat with." I think it had Gary and you and Roll Call and it said and Ghost and 4 others are in the chat. So when I clicked to come in, Ghost was still here. So I don't know what the hell happened.
Matt's got connections.
I would never kick a fellow Dallasite out of a chat. I did not do that on purpose.
It sounds like you need
because he was born and raised in Dallas. He's better than all of you, and because of that, I would no.
Well, when we hear when within the next couple of minutes, I'm sure we'll hear Roll Call snoring, and we can just boot him out and go
vote him off the island.
Boot on him. He muted himself. So.
Screw. Hey, he won the Snuggie. Boot him now.
Hey,
hitting on my Snuggie.
Chat sleeping the other night. I'm just telling you, the crazy Scotsman I was texting with him, and I'm watching him in the chat, and they're all going hello, hello, and I'm sending him text, and he was totally chatting.
He was gone.
Yeah, he was.
Behold Sarge, the power of the tactical snuggie.
Oh, you know, if I was roll call that had that tactical snuggie and all that great stuff you sent him, I might be napping all snugged up and warm. So, you know.
I have it on right now.
Oh.
That's all he's wearing.
All right. So, G, you got 50 G's. G, 50 G's. What's Santa bringing you?
I don't do good at these. I would just put it all at hosting. I don't have anything I want.
Oh, well, that's cool though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You wanna further your reach for the 2A. Nothing wrong with that. I did just put just Matt. So if you want to click on it and go to my Instagram there, you can get a little up to speed on our musical guest tonight. In the chat there, I just put a little Instagram. Obnoxious is gonna be our musical guest host.
Okay.
Musical guest.
All right. I'm glad I saw that. That has definitely enriched my life. Personally, I would just like to say thank you to whoever created that. That was
nobody created it. It's that's a real thing.
Okay. Well, hey,
Midnight searched it out, so
it found me.
It was the first thing on top of his favorites list.
Yeah, right.
Well, I can imagine. It goes off search history. So,
Ghost from the chat says he would have answered a Beretta 93R if he was still on the panel. That's a full auto, right?
Nope, 3-round burst 92.
Oh, it's a burst
with the integrated folding foregrip and the 30-round Beretta stick mags and a little folding stack that detaches on and off the back grip.
And a little folding thing that goes up and down?
Actually, it goes like down and in.
Oh, okay.
And I think there might only be 1 or 2 of them in the country that are transferable.
Warsaw says he would want a Soviet-Russian Mi-24 helicopter for only $50,000. I can't.
You're not getting that for $50,000. Sorry.
No, you'd have to go.
Go ahead.
Well, you couldn't buy it right from Russia. I mean, they're going to jack their prices up. But some of the other satellite former comm block nations, they might be, you know what, $50,000, fine. You come and pick up.
Matt, so the question is, for Christmas, if you were like a super good boy and Santa Claus really wanted to hook you up, and there was a $50,000 limit, what would Santa Claus bring you for Christmas?
Oh, Lord. Do you know, as cheap as I am, do you know what I could do with $50,000?
Give yourself alcohol poisoning within 24 hours?
Probably that too. But that would only cost, that's only a couple $100 right there. And, that only takes a couple $100 to do that. The other $49,800. Oh God, I can't. I'm the Sig Nightmare. I think I'm buying another truck because why the hell not at that point? I don't know. I don't know. You've opened my mind. I don't. If you're talking just guns, dear God, with $50,000, you know how many Tauruses I could buy? Fuck.
You'd buy the company, I think.
All of them.
No, seriously though, I'm buying some Sigs. I'm seriously, you could buy. I'm stocking up on some SKSs. I'm getting another few AKs and some ARs, and I'm just going to go internet shopping at PSA, Bud's Gun Shop, and Classic Firearms. I'm just gonna lay it right out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a smorgasbord.
You're gonna turn your cabin of Maverick 88s into your Maverick mansion.
Exactly. Yes. Definitely down with that.
Well, here's where the original one is. Here's the Taurus room. Here's our Sig room, and over here it's all PSA Kalashnikovs.
Yep. Exactly.
Obnoxious. $50,000. Other than some new equipment.
Getting the band back together.
Some more equipment for the band. That's what I was going to say. We're getting the band back together, man.
Whole lot of plastic surgery for them.
I would turn the gun room into a gun safe room.
There you go.
With the safe door on it and the tactical walls, and fill it up. Might even buy a few Mosins and have Matt come over.
Hey, Obnoxious, can I ask you a question? Because I've seen a couple of YouTubers.
You mean another one?
Well, no, I've seen a couple of YouTubers that did this, that they reinforced concrete block and put vault doors in. But the one thing that they forgot to do was the floor above it's wood. You can just cut through that and get right into that vault kind of thing. It was in their basement and they concrete walled and, oh, we got a gun vault. Well, no, you really don't, because there's a wood floor above it. And if people really want to get into it, they know what's under that. And all they got to do is cut through the wood floor. So a gun vault. So if you're going to gun vault, you better gun vault. That's all I'm saying.
Armaments always thinking about wood.
I think that's what he meant by a gun vault.
See, they got to get down. They got to get down the driveway at the compound here. Then they got to get past the sentry towers.
Oh,
and then there's
sentry towers.
UPS can't make it in the
driveway. Then there's the dogs and the alarm and me. So,
well, with $50,000, you could probably just buy yourself a shitload of AR-500 targets and just kind of line the ceiling with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll just bolt them into the floor.
Patriot, what's Santa Claus bringing you? He has 50 grand to spend on you. What's he bringing you?
I tell him I want cash. But no, really, I would, if the first thing obviously would be a half track sitting in my front yard. But no, I would build underground range, kind of just a pistol range, but one that's underground. I think be kind of cool.
For 50,000.
The only thing weirder than seeing a guy driving around a neighborhood in a half track is if the dude was blind. That's the only thing. That'd be the only thing weirder.
Nah, you guys haven't seen the blind challenge, the driving challenge.
Now, how weird is it to drive? How weird is it to drive in a half track up a runway at an airport while fireworks are going off? Because I've gotten to do that before at an air show. So
I don't think that's. I mean, if you're going to do it, it sounds like a pretty safe place to do it.
It's pretty awesome.
Matt, it was funny. I'm listening to you going, what? And I'm like, I got to do that. I'm like, oh, cool.
It was pretty fucking fun. Yeah. That was like when I was like 25.
I was just listening to what you were saying. I'm like, get to do this, and this, and drive up there. I'm like, okay, that's kind of an odd scenario, but
it is.
I went, that's great.
Yeah, it is. No, back years ago, 15 years ago or so, when I first moved down here to this part of South Texas, they used to. My dad, who lived down here, he doesn't anymore. He lives in Nevada, but he was the coordinator of the air show down here, which in this part of Texas, because we're close to the border, they call it the Air Fiesta. And yeah, because everything's got to have a little touch to it. But yeah, the dudes drove a half track down here from, I think, Houston or something like that. And they're like, oh yeah, you wanna ride with us? They just hauling ass down the airstrip for the Air Fiesta with fireworks going off and shooting all this ordnance and stuff. And I got to ride in there with the walkie-talkie to help coordinate where they're supposed to turn and do this kind of shit. And it's pretty fun.
Nice.
That's awesome. I'm just glad that things didn't go wrong and fireworks blew up. And you're still here, brother.
I'm still here.
You're so pessimistic.
Well, all I can say, look, my brother, my channel partner, is a licensed pyrotechnician. He's licensed to do fireworks of any size, and he's actually licensed almost to do demo work. But yeah, anytime you work with things that blow up and go bang, and I'm just saying that's cool. You made it and you had fun and nobody died.
Who we up to?
So anyways, I'd like to make a range in my backyard.
Oh yeah. I thought you were doing it inside.
Yeah, inside my backyard, underground.
Yeah.
It can be connected to the house. Walkout basement.
Definitely. Because when it's you'll be walking and having a shovel and all that shit, and you just walk right out, walk right down through a little cool little tunnel.
Okay.
Roll call. You still with us? You live? You sleeping?
No, I'm just curled up in my snuggie, just listening.
Your little C4 snuggie.
A little C4 snuggie, listening to you guys chatter away like children.
I hope that thing gets fleas.
Well, he's already got fleas, so I'm sure by now it does.
It didn't have
fleas. Call alone. He doesn't deserve this.
Navidad.
Feliz ain't my dog. What?
Feliz Navidad. It's Mexican.
It's Mexican. It's Mexicanese. You know how it is. It's that Mexicanese chatter. You know it is.
Yeah.
Roll call. What's Santa Claus bringing you?
50 grand, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I would do was I'd buy an AK because I don't own one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm poor. So if I
better buy a good one.
I'm buying a real one. And then I need 6.5 acres of land.
Don't forget that half.
What?
I said, don't forget that half.
Yeah, because the half is what my house would be on that I'd built, but I'd build a small house, very small house, like almost a
tiny home.
Matt can help you out with that.
Oh yes, I sure can.
I think he's got a trailer that he can just drop right off, and it's ready for you to move into.
I'm obsessed with tiny homes and van life.
Well, I'd get the one C4 has, but it's got holes in it, and it cost me $50 to patch it up.
Got a bunch of 12 gauge through it, bunch of bird shot, huh?
Yeah.
Fixing that.
And then I'd get a Henry. I've seen this one in my shop before, but it's an all-weather Henry in 357, and some ammo to go along with that. Some warm hunting clothes, and my dog, and then a girl dog, so he won't be lonely. And that would be it. And I'd pocket the rest. And buy G a new van. Buy him a new van. So
wait a minute, you got something against the pedophile looking van? I mean, I'm just curious.
Fuck you! Get a new pedophile looking van.
Whoa!
I'm just curious. That has a pedophile look to it. No offense.
Oh shit!
I think
he's pissed.
Rage quit.
Hurry up, Ghost.
Well, there was space even before G.
Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
one.
8, 9. 9.
That's no offense to G. I just, the average pedophile van has that.
Do I need to reach through this camera with my BD stick?
Oh God!
By the way, where did you get that? That is awesome.
This?
Yeah,
I think my grandpa made it. It's for beating northern pike over the head after you catch them, so they don't bite your finger off.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was one of those. I used to beat the black people when they tried to get on the bus or some shit. I didn't.
Whoa,
I was working.
Jesus. I am not on your I am not on your mailing list for that particular content.
Okay, good. Let's check it. Come on,
you gotta take it to such a racist, dark place. What the heck?
I know, it's horrible, right?
Horrible. All right, now that
black guns
now that roll call ruined everything, chased everybody away, started our infighting.
I was going to buy him a new van. That's all I said. Maybe with better transmission.
Ooh, it would be pretty awesome to pimp out the G-Mobile.
Yeah, I'd buy him one that where how you can crank some of those trailers out, but you could like it would be automatic, and then like the side would raise out, so it'd have his bed and everything in there. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
And now you get to get one of those Mercedes vans that have they're extra tall, so when you can actually walk in them in the back.
Yeah.
No, I think he still wouldn't be able to walk in. He's a tall dude, man. Now I could do like a handstand on it, you know.
But you know,
I don't get a Mercedes. At one of our tooling guys last week, he had one of those Ford Transit. I think it was like XLCs or whatever. Those things are freaking huge and nice looking for a van.
You know, I don't think G. Honestly, you talk about like pimping a van out and stuff. I don't think G gives a shit about the van. Like, I don't think he cares about how nice it is or how like anything about it other than keeping it going. I think if you instead of putting any money into like the curb appeal of the van, it would be, you know, it'd be better to just put it into some sort of fund that makes money to keep the tour.
Dude, I'm just saying that's some next level ass kissing right there. That's pretty. That's talent.
I know. I'm not. I'm like,
G wants the van to do two things: keep running and be functional. That functional for him.
I think as long as he can get in there and curl up with the puppy, he's good. I don't think he gives a shit about the other stuff.
You know, I totally agree. I do. I mean,
maybe put some more patch panels on there so he can get some more patches up.
Probably we get him like a little like a Roomba or something.
I'm thinking like some rope lighting.
Pick up all the marshmallow fluff.
Oh, a Roomba, a Vanba. There you go.
I want to get some rope lighting, some lighting on top of the ceiling of the van. That'd be some, mood lighting. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. If you invent a Vanba and put some sort of account together to keep the tour going, I think he'd be good. C4, what do you got? What are you coming to the table with, other than like some new beard trimming equipment?
No, I would probably get a little bit newer SUV and vastly expand my pistol collection, and I'd start with that one right there in the chat. I've been wanting a P226 for a while now. I'll find one at a reasonable price.
I shot one today.
Did you? Excellent.
Yeah. Graham Paul Stanley, Buck Stanley brought a 226, a 320, and a Canic. That Canic was bad, dude. That's a bad gun right there. Like in a good way bad.
Hey, Ghost, I saw your video and I watched it, and I commented today with the Crazy Scotsman and Ohio Wolverine. Ohio Wolverine brought one of those Canics, and I shot it. And I went, really? That gun's what, $300? What? And yeah.
Speaking of the gun, the van, G-Web just started a van chat up.
Well, he always does. He always does a van chat on Saturdays.
But he just decided it right now.
Oh, maybe he's pimping it out. Ooh, that would be cool. You should check it out. Maybe he's drawing cartoon vans. Maybe he's going to do his ultimate van.
He's throwing roll call under the bus.
Go over there.
Maybe, yeah. Get out of this. Get out of this shitty chat and go over there. Only 3 companies. Now they're talking about CMMG Anvil. Ooh, a 308 pistol. Ooh, it's a cannon. I would, if I had my 50 grand, I would do my full auto Thompson, and still have some money left for ammo. You buy it, transfer it, pay the tax. I'll do all that for like 30 grand. It's not bad. You got 20 G's left for ammo and all sorts of other fun stuff. What's wrong there? 7 Wonder said he'd get some land where I can shoot all my guns. I can only shoot 22s in his backyard. Nah, that blows.
Well, I can say 20 grand would buy you a good amount of ammo if you shop around, right?
Even if you don't shop around, it's
even
still
if you don't shop around, you're buying a lot of damn ammo, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you can get even more if
you could pay top shelf for that shit.
Yeah.
Would that be enough ammo, though?
There's never enough ammo.
It's never
There's never enough ammo. Never. We've said it in our video. There's never enough ammo.
I've heard that.
Yeah, there's never enough ammo.
There used to be a guy that went live every now and then on YouTube with that, but I don't know what happened.
I think it was almost enough ammo was his name.
It was almost enough ammo.
I think
not quite enough ammo, something like
damn
that.
near enough ammo. Damn near enough pew pews.
Yeah. Near enough vodka, something like that. Yeah.
Thought I had enough ammo.
Thought I had enough.
Shit, where's my ammo?
Damn it.
By the way, Matt, what's up? Can you live on both channels or just the one channel now?
Well, I was in contact with YouTube today, and my 90-day strike / not strike, because it's not really a strike, but they fucked me over anyway, is supposed to expire on Tuesday. And the guy said, wait 24 to 48 hours after that, and your shit should kick back in, and you should be able to go live on your channel again after that.
Oh, I thought they said they were going to extend it just because, you're a hell of a guy.
that was going to be my bet.
I said, just don't schedule your next one. Don't schedule it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens by the end of the week.
So we're extending it.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they had someone working on Sunday. That's kind of surprising.
Well, it's the automated, or not automated, but the chat where you hop in and
I
talk to whoever from, I don't know, Mumbai or India,
Johnny from Yeti or something.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck they're from, but
hold on a second. Gun loving Grandpa Stanley just said Brownell's selling ammo by the barrels now. Is that true?
That is true. Yes, yes, it is.
How much is in a barrel? Is that like 10,000 rounds or something?
4 or 5.
I saw it last night.
15,000 9mm for like.
I saw 7,500 5.56.
That's what I want for Christmas.
It was like $3,000 for the 9mm. I think for like 15,000 rounds, something like that.
Holy smokes!
Would that be enough ammo?
No,
not at all.
No. There's never enough ammo. Matt, we've always agreed, Matt. Never enough ammo, ever. Never enough.
Never. Not at all. Ever. Not ever.
Nope.
I just want somebody to get that and send it in for gun porn so I can hear about how that made Matt hard.
Oh yeah.
you know what would happen if Matt bought a barrel of ammo. His very next video would be him diving in it like Scrooge McDuck and swimming around.
That's like a hardcore fantasy for me, is to like have a at least like a pool full of ammo that I can at least
dive in. Are we talking like a little kiddie pool from Walmart, or are we talking some big ass Olympic thing?
No, I want like a full, like, give me a good, like, I don't know, a good 50-foot by 20-foot pool of ammo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be significant.
You realize, Matt,
jump in and I will be naked.
That's going to be the appealing sight when you jump in and realize, ow, it's a solid surface. It's many small things acting as one giant solid surface.
Yeah, I'm going to try. If Scrooge McDuck can do it, I'm just saying.
That if
a cartoon can do it, I'm sure you can get away with it.
Exactly.
Make it happen.
We'll figure it out one way or the other. It's like a ball pit. You know what I mean? You got to kind of just writhe around in there. Eventually, you'll get in.
That's a hell of a way to die. Could you imagine? One of these, we're gonna.
And
he drowned in his own ammo.
I would not be disappointed with that obituary. So I'd be like, all right, not too bad. Here we go.
He died how he lived. He was a great man.
Matt passed away suddenly this week. Drowning in his own pool of ammo.
Ammo might not be a good thing, but
a local Brownsville man passed away yesterday. Police are still baffled as how he died for having ammunition.
Body was recovered with the biggest smile ever seen on camera.
There you go.
And a live round in every orifice that he had, because that's probably okay.
Paramedics were delayed administering treatment due to the bomb squad having to be called. The man was pulled from the pool and started leaking live ammunition.
There it is.
Sadly, he was in the primer of his life.
Funny.
Let's do it. Let's make this happen. Start sending your ammo. I'll give you the address, and we're going to start filling up the pool. So
I had to mute my microphone because I was laughing so hard, brothers. Okay, I'm going to mute it again.
C4 Defense's last words were, okay, that's probably enough.
If there's funny, I don't care who you are.
C4 classic. Loved it.
You see Night Strike over there digging it, he'll never miss a couple. He'll never miss a couple. He's digging it, scooping it out and running away.
And one
Hey. Hey, he's dead. There's no law. He's not in the ground yet. There's no law against grave robbing.
By the way, for anybody, I've been ordered by one of my subs to do a go fuck yourself video for me. Like I have to tell myself to go fuck myself. So what I'm doing is
that happens like on a daily basis, bro.
It does, but
how's that working out? I mean, if you figured out how to actually physically
I'm just saying, look,
I haven't.
The video is going to be a handful of people. I need videos of other people that are 30 to 45 seconds long telling me to go fuck myself for a specific reason.
Oh yeah, I got an email from that guy.
I'm going to edit them together to create a master Never Enough Ammo Go Fuck Yourself video, which I'm going to post. So because he like, that's one of the perks on my Patreon is if you donate $40 a month, you get that perk. I will make whatever go fuck yourself video you want. That's the one he wants. He wants me to edit together a bunch of people telling me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, he sent me an email asking if I would do that. So I just got that today. So
yeah,
interesting.
So Matt,
I was kind of wondering what the hell it was, and now I understand.
Matt, I need to make a video telling you to go fuck yourself. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. 30 to 45 seconds. Say
30 to 45 seconds. Armament. Seconds.
Yes, I can do that.
Say hello in 45 seconds.
Because I got to edit this shit together.
As long as you can make it with your wife.
I got to edit this shit.
I don't have a wife.
Like a fairly watchable video. So, like, yeah, 30 to 45 seconds of you saying, never enough ammo. This is why you need to go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Like that's all.
So where do we send these? With
armament and access, you're gonna have to like do it in triple speed to get it to 45 seconds.
Or whatever, dude. But I need either that, or then I also need a bunch of people that will just get in front of any camera and go, never enough ammo. Go fuck yourself. And then, because it's going to be a mixture of both. It's going to be a mixture of people explaining why I need to go fuck myself and then telling me to go fuck myself with little short clips of people just going, NEA, go fuck yourself. Like kind of mixed in, you know? So I need both.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to go fuck yourself because I hate you. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because
shooting left to center.
And gmail.com. Just save the time and do it right now. I mean, I already did it.
You can pull the audio
roast from Outlaw this last year. So.
I know, but he didn't do a good job, and it's just like he I expect a higher quality of roast, and he didn't come through. I was disappointed.
I called you a goddamn pedophile. What more do you want? Jesus.
You know, that's something better.
You don't put people at a roast, don't you understand?
Well, the problem with Ellis's roast is that I think I roasted him more than he roasted me. It was
yeah, it could be. It could be.
I need something. I need better than that.
So where do you want these sent there, Matt?
I don't care. Just make one and email it to me, and I'm gonna edit everything together.
And
shooting left to center at gmail.com.
You know what? Could you imagine if Yankee got 400 emails and all of them were just somebody saying, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Over and over and over again. He'd be like, what the hell is going on?
No, and Yankee would spin that into, look how popular I am. I got 400 emails this week.
I tell you what was funny is when I had Jaeger on the show a few months ago, I said, if you have any complaints about this video, please send it to our complaint department at Shooting Left to Center. I get an email from Yankee. He said, "What the fuck is going on, dude?" I keep getting emails from people about why you're having Jaeger on your show, and I was like, "Nice."
That's funny. So here's one to talk about. Giz, did you get that email?
Yeah.
All right. So my wife told me about this. Oh man. And so I don't think she really watches anymore, but she saw this dude pop up. And I don't know if you've ever watched 16 and Pregnant. Or yeah, that's what I call it, 16 and Pregnant on the MTV one. The one chick is married to this dude. This guy's fucking guy. He's just a total douchebag. He's a super asshole, but he's a big gun guy. And he posted himself on, I think, Instagram, shooting. I don't know if he was bump firing. I think he was bump firing. And he tagged Pelosi and he tagged Trump into it. And I guess the Secret Service showed up. So he did this. Yeah, he did this sort of rant video. Now, this dude is an asshole, huge, straight up asshole, right? So he does this rant video on, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook. I think his Instagram now is frozen. Like I think they pulled his Instagram, but other people have put this obviously on like YouTube and stuff, have showed his video that what he was talking about, and it's rough. And I wanted to show it, and I wanted to kind of throw it up for discussion, because it really does paint gun owners in a pretty horrible light.
Poison frogs.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I also what I did was I actually made like a nice kind of, I'm like a pro gun owner, comment or whatever. And I posted it under the video that I shared to Giz. He's going to show it, because if I show it, you won't get the audio. So I'm just going to screen share him while we show it. And then I will, I'll read my comment to you that I wrote. And I actually posted it. What I did was I searched, like the video has suggested videos underneath it. I went under each one of those too and posted the comments. I posted my comment, like I spammed it under a bunch of videos just to, I don't know, kind of promote, us as normal people. Giz, do you want to play? I'll screen share you and then we'll play this here. Okay, let's see if it, go ahead, Giz, let's see what it does. Do you have any volume?
Is he has to unmute.
Oh, are you muted, Giz? Oh, yeah, Giz, you're muted. Step one, share.
Baffled by technology.
Okay.
And he's not at the nuclear plant.
Try it again, Giz. Yeah, try it again, Giz.
Instagram, since you're so fucking mad, send the fucking SBI to my house. I'm gonna upload a lot more gun videos. And you know what? I got a gun on my hip. Fuck you, SBI. So since y'all are so concerned that I put hashtag Trump and hashtag Nancy Pelosi, why don't you go tell them bitches not to start banning guns? Then maybe people won't put hashtag their name. I guess y'all didn't know. I keep stockpiles of ammunition.
It's not enough ammunition.
Enough to blow shit
not enough
on any given day or situation.
Nope, not enough.
Keep stockpiles.
Never enough.
Large.
Never enough.
Magazines.
Nope. That just.
Yoki.
We need barrels. Barrels full.
Armament. Shh, we're trying to listen, bro.
I've also got some poison dart frogs. I just rub these little jewels on their back. And these ones too. These are a little different. I've also got some of these.
Yo, hold it. Did you say poison dart frogs?
I'm sorry. Not SBI. They said they were Secret Service that protect the president. And next time you want to call them little bitches to my house, the same thing's going to happen. I'm going to tell them to fucking leave. Unless they got a warrant. And for you Secret Service officers, I'm very flattered that you come on out to my house just to check things out and all. But don't be a fucking bitch. And I'm going to start posting guns and putting hashtag Trump every fucking time. So go fuck yourself. Recording? You know what the crazy thing is? I try to keep my gate unlocked. I try to have that little bit of freedom just at the end of my driveway. And I gotta lock it because you motherfuckers. Now, you Secret Service motherfuckers, you wouldn't have came down here if my gate was closed. And if you did, I would have started shooting at you because I wouldn't know who you was. All right, you gonna come back? I think so. And you can be mad. You can take that as a threat if you want to. But you already know that anybody that comes on my property is trespassing is liable to get fucking killed. Anybody. Now look, I got guns for target practice, hunting. I got guns for fishing. I got guns for self-protection. I got guns for shooting crackheads. I got guns for shooting snakes, bears. I got everything. Now, the only thing they told me is, oh, you posted a video with a gun and put hashtag Trump. Okay, and he's trying to ban bump stocks. What was I doing in the video? Bump fire. Now, I don't care if you're the police, if you're the motherfucking SWAT team, if you were the president himself, my mama, I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't come on my property unless you call me first. And from now on, the gate is always locked. Now, for you pansies and pussies who live in the city and you always got somebody stopping by your house and that's cool with you, you know what? Good for you. That's not cool with me for anybody to just knock on my door. I don't give a fuck who it is. And just let that be a warning to anyone who thinks they want to look up my address and come to my motherfucking house and act like you're a fan or just a random person looking around. I promise you, we're not going to be friends. Oh, and another thing, I can do bump fire with my pistol. And you can go ahead and ban bump stocks all you want. I'm about to get a binary trigger anyway.
Wow. So, like,
well, that was a thing.
How many felonies did you just commit right there?
So, biggest asshole ever, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay. But here's the thing, though. Like, I don't. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
For doing this shit. But is he wrong?
Yes, some of it. Some of it is.
I mean, just the okay. Look, posting bullshit and talking shit and all that kind of stuff online. That's one thing. But being a person who respects individual freedom and liberty and the Constitution, and you have your property, and people want to come there, like I look at that. I mean, I get why he's aggro.
But when you there is no way that it is okay to say, if you come on my property, I'm going to shoot you because I don't know who you are.
Why not?
It's not okay to say that,
Mr. Matt.
I think that
because you don't get to impose the penalty of death for a misdemeanor. That's why.
No, what is? I mean, if somebody's lost, are you saying that
asshole? But I'm saying,
I know.
I'm talking. I'm not talking about what he said, because he's a fucking dipshit asshole,
right?
Obviously, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of, you're on your property. If somebody just showed up, do we, as people who respect individual freedom and liberty, do we say, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to do, you know what I mean? Like, if you feel threatened or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, again, this is a bad example because he's clearly a fucking dipshit asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's what I get what you're saying too, and I understand the other stuff. It's in bad taste, but is it more than that? My whole thing is, you say something like that, and it's like you pull some random situation out, and you say, "Wow, somebody's driving and they stop to find to ask directions or something," and you open up the door and you shoot somebody, and be like, "Well, hey, whatever." Like, that's crazy to me to have that kind of attitude.
Well, no, of course not. On a normal human being level, without being a dipshit asshole like this person obviously is. You know what I mean? Like, he is, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate just a little bit here because
nothing wrong with that.
You know, I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of I understand where he comes from in that he thinks, well, I should be able to do whatever I want on my property, that kind of thing, and you should. That being said, most of us are normal human beings and wouldn't fucking act like that or post shit like that or threaten shit like that because he's a dipshit asshole. At the same time, if you owned a chunk of land in the middle of nowhere and some people roll up on you and you don't know what's going on and you feel threatened, I understand from that perspective where it's like, okay, you know, now clearly he's throwing it out there in a way that is he's instigating shit.
He's grandstanding.
Yes, he's grandstanding. He's instigating shit. But
definitely
from a certain perspective, I look at some aspect of what he's saying, which is you have decided to come onto my property and, you know, whatever else. I don't give a shit if you're Secret Service, whatever. If you're threatening me, you know, and there's the libertarian part of me that's like, yeah, fuck you. I don't give a shit where you come from. Don't come on my property and threaten me. I understand he's doing it in a very bad way. He's a dipshit asshole. He's whatever, you know, but there's a sliver of what he's saying that to me makes sense. Again, it's a sliver. It's not how he's presenting himself. It's not that he's trying to grandstand, that he's trying to intentionally antagonize people and threaten and all that kind of stuff. But if you're just a regular dude and you've got 10 acres somewhere in the middle of nowhere and you're posting videos about your guns and you're hashtagging Trump and you're not being that dude who's being a dipshit, but you're just like, hey, you're trying to ban bump stocks, hashtag Trump sucks or whatever, you know, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
Well, what happens when he has
a difference between
phone
being
problem?
legal and
What happens when you have a phone line problem and it dials 911? Like happens when you have phone troubles, and someone comes there to make sure he's okay or someone in the house is okay, and he shoots at him. Then what?
Well, again, obviously, we are not talking about.
He said he's going to shoot at anybody.
The majority of us who are normal human beings, he is a dipshit asshole who's instigating shit.
Yeah,
but there is
opened himself up to.
Yeah, but there is a core to what he's saying, which I can look at and go, okay, from a certain perspective, I understand.
Legal,
but I'm pushing aside this dipshit and his fucking whatever. That beard threw me off. That beard. I just gotta be honest. That beard fucking was tripping me up. The whole time.
Yeah, how about it? Yeah.
But what are you jealous you can't grow a beard like that, Matt?
No, I can, but the way the way he grew it and then had the mustache,
super Amish, right?
Like, yeah, no shit, right? Like he's going to an Amish look. It was throwing me off, man.
Yeah,
Matt,
it's hard to watch.
I just want to see the follow-up video, which is the Secret Service rolling up in bulletproof vehicles with NFA items saying, all right, bitch, let's go. That's the video I want to see.
What if someone has the reason to be there? What if now he does something silly and this is Exhibit A in his trial?
Well, he goes to jail.
Well, again, he is a dipshit asshole for posting that shit.
He doesn't realize what he's done, what he could do.
I'm trying to look past his shitty videos and go, okay, the mindset of if you and he's obviously instigating shit, he's antagonizing, he's whatever. As a human being in the United States, we find ourselves in a situation where somebody decides, I want to buy some property and buy a house and be on land, and I don't want to be bugged by anybody, and I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything. And all of a sudden, I decided to hashtag Donald Trump because I don't like it with a video of me bump stock firing something. And, I wanted to say, hey, look, this is something that anybody can do. And I think it's stupid that you're talking about banning bump stock. So I hashtag him while doing a video of me bump firing something. And I say, this is stupid. And then, you know what I mean? Like, again, does that mean you open fire on people? No, of course not. But I can understand frustration. You know what I mean? I can understand why you'd be like, this is bullshit. That Secret Service are showing up. Fuck you guys. Obviously, I'm not threatening the president. Obviously, I'm not doing this kind of stuff. This is my property. Fuck you for trying to come on my property and start shit. You know, I will ultimately always defer to, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, do what you want. And if this guy has property, whatever else.
But from that video that you
now
just
again,
watched,
I think this dude's a fucking idiot.
The first video wasn't the same damn way. So I mean, if you're sitting there and you're legal and you're not doing anything wrong, then you got a point. But as soon as you start threatening, or I mean, just look at the video you just watched.
There's a lot of legal things you could do to put yourself on the radar, which is what that guy's done twice now.
Can we definitely put himself on the radar? Now, I will say that there's nothing that he said that puts him into the he threatened Donald Trump category.
No.
What he did was threaten if Secret Service shows up here again for no fucking reason because I have my rights.
People are sometimes confused about the rights.
That's a stupid thing to do. That's a stupid thing to do, and he's obviously instigating a situation. Like this is the George Zimmerman defense, right? Like George Zimmerman didn't actually do anything wrong, but he kind of did some shit wrong because legally, like, you know what I mean? Like he's instigating a situation, right? Like this is kind of the same thing. Like, so I'm not trying to defend this dipshit for doing what he's doing, but in a different circumstance, I could understand why somebody who's not instigating anything, who decided to post some shit that was not threatening, or somebody who, you know, in a different situation wants to just say, hey, this is my property. I'm not doing anything wrong. And Secret Service rolls up and decides they're just going to fuck with you. I can understand how, from that perspective, you would be defensive. I can understand that.
Secret Service going to roll up on somebody that wasn't doing something that was questionable?
Well, yeah, that absolutely happens. That absolutely has happened. Mm-hmm. There is an incident where there was a radio show host. It might have been Glenn Beck, but I don't remember who the fuck it was talking to his sidekick about how, oh, if you said that I would stab the shit out of you, but they were having a conversation about Obama. And because of that, somebody reported them, and the Secret Service showed up to fucking say, well, did you say you were going to stab Obama? And they're like, no, I was talking to my fucking co-host. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you even listen to the radio show? Like, this shit fucking happens. This shit happens often to people who are nationally known. Okay? Because people get fucking butthurt and fucking report people for shit that makes no fucking sense.
PC.
I just want to know if Sarge would stop him from traveling.
Yeah, you don't go look for a problem, but this guy when you're right, you conduct yourself just a little bit better than that. Mm-hmm. He was wrong, and he made an idiot out of himself ×2 the second time. And now he's inviting everyone into his business. He's invited everyone by trying to get Instagram famous or whatever he's doing. He's invited everyone in for them to make sure this guy's not a threat. He's his own worst enemy. I mean, should he be upset if he said something that was harmless? Yeah, he could be upset. But to conduct himself like that, he's doubling down and making it worse. And he's coming off as off center.
Like Matt said, I mean, I will agree with Matt on one thing. I'm not saying that he did anything or said anything illegal. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I've said this before. I'm not a lawyer. I know a lot of people think I am. I'm not. I'm not sure. Maybe he did say something that could be taken as some sort of threat behavior that is an issue. I don't know. That's not what it's about for me. It was just more about the demeanor and the arrogance and the bad light that it shines on us as gun owners. So what I wanted to do, and we can get back to whatever conversation about this you want to. I mean, you guys know me. I love the devil's advocate conversations. I think they're very interesting and, really sort of stimulating. But I want to read my comment. I just want you guys to tell me what you think, because I sat down and I kind of wrote a little comment here. And like I said, I posted it under a bunch of the videos because a bunch of videos obviously had this clip. And I'm looking for, input. It said, to all who watch this, please, please, please do not allow this fool to make you believe this is what all gun owners are like. Videos like this and people like this ridiculous idiot set good, honest, respectable gun owners like myself, my friends, and the people I associate with back and make us all look like angry, make us all look angry, paranoid, and deranged. The overwhelming majority of gun owners are normal, everyday people who love the sporting, mechanical, or historical aspects of firearms. Others want them to protect their loved ones, friends, and even strangers they've never met if they feel if the need would ever arise. The Second Amendment should be looked at as a guarantee that there will always be people waiting in the wings to defend our country if a time arises, not as an excuse to have evil people have firearms. The brave people who established this nation knew it was important to have armed citizens. The brave people who established this nation knew that it was important to have armed citizens. They had just used them to break free from oppression. If you are nervous about firearms because you feel unknowledgeable about them, I urge you to seek out local, state, or national gun rights organizations, or even simply strike up a conversation with an acquaintance on the subject. Educate yourself straight from the horse's mouth and not in increasingly biased national media. There are also numerous websites that promote honest, unjudged conversations on the subjects that welcome people from all walks of life. Gun Channels is my favorite. No matter which side of the debate you're on, if you have read this, thank you. A conversation is the beginning. So I posted that under a bunch of different videos. I haven't gotten any responses or anything like that. I don't really necessarily. Maybe I will. And that would be cool. But I just wanted you guys' input on that and just see what you thought.
I liked it. Honestly, I was listening to, and yep. And you got such a point that we got to talk to each other. And there's so many people that, oh, we're anti-gun. And they really, they've listened to the media, and it's like, well, you really don't know both sides of the story. And sheeple. Mm-hmm. And honestly, most of the people that live in big cities tend to be sheeple. You know what I mean? I've just seen it. Big cities breed sheeple, and all these big cities are Democratic, liberal, anti-gun, and I'm like, well, you just look. No offense, Sarge. Police can't protect all of us, and
Sarge knows that.
Yeah, Sarge will tell you he's got 4 or 5 officers to protect how much, and it's like
545 square miles.
Yes, you better be able to protect yourself, and that's as simple as it gets. So, where this guy was coming from, I get it. And we all kind of have it in the back of our mind that, no, but dude, to go out on the internet and just push this, I think he went a little too far. I was agreeing with Matt. I said, I get his point, but you might have pushed it a little too far.
That link I just put in there is for the video that now it was not his video. It's somebody else that posted it, just to be straight up, So somebody else posted that video on their account. So, but there's tons of them out there. You can find it. Like I said, I posted it on multiple different ones just to kind of throw it out there. So yeah, I think it's I don't know. It's yet to be seen. I'm sure. I'm not going to actively seek out, what's happening with this asshole, because I don't really give a shit. But it sure was. It is a very interesting thing, and it is. to many people, it's something that they're interested in because of the show that they were on. Or I don't know if they're still on the show or not. I don't know. I know she's batshit bananas crazy too, the chick from the show. So I don't know.
What
but
state is that?
It's down by you, buddy.
Canadian.
Oh, is it?
No, it's like one of the Carolinas, I think.
I hope it's South Carolina. Problem is, it looked like the mountains.
I think. I don't know. You'd have to look it up.
Could you imagine if like CNN got a hold of this dude's clip? And
well, they will. I mean,
it'll be their story of the week. Then something else will happen, and they'll move on
until he screws up, and then he has to live this down.
Well,
that's where he is messed up.
It doesn't matter if CNN gets the clip. If it doesn't,
if he gets into a self-defense shooting in town, they're going to paint him to be a maniac looking for trouble.
Exactly.
He has painted himself into a corner. If anything happens, whether it's his fault or not, he's going to look like a maniac that was looking for trouble.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's like we're armed American citizens just trying to live our lives, and this happens, and then I'm deemed a idiot because I did what?
You have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequences. Will he have any legal consequences just for this? Absolutely not. Has he just, like I said, painted himself into a corner? If anything happens to this guy, they're going to persecute him over this, and it's all completely avoidable.
I just looked this guy up. He's married to a reality TV star, one of those gals that was on Teen Mom or something like that.
Yeah, Teen Mom, not 16 and Pregnant. Teen Mom. Yeah, that's. I don't know if they still are or not, but yeah, he's been a.
Yeah, TMZ's got a big story on right now.
He's had a lot of legal trouble too. He's been in a bunch of shit. So I don't, and that's what
I'm shocked.
The wife. Yeah, the wife had said up there. She thought he had felonies. I mean, obviously he doesn't have felonies, or he wouldn't be allowed to own the firearms. But if he was ever arrested for them, that's one thing. And depending on what the charges were, I mean, who knows? Maybe he was arrested for a felony but plead down to misdemeanor or something, and he would still be allowed to own.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Mia says, Gizzard, check his record. Gizzard, get on it. You're good at that shit.
I'm on it.
You're the wizard, the Gizzard, the wizard.
More important, find out where he lives.
Yeah.
On it. I'm on it.
I'm on it. So, yeah, I'm actually, Matt took off on us. I actually would, hoping Matt stuck around because I like the conversation, but, I think there's, like I had said before, I think there's something to be said for, and I mean, Sarge, you're, police officer. I mean, it would be super interesting to have somebody with, like that was a lawyer, yeah, he's in there, NC.
I'm relatively certain you can't threaten the Secret Service that you're going to kill them if they're going to.
He didn't really threaten. That was more of an ultimatum that if you do this, this could happen. So if you just don't do that, then that won't happen. That's not really a threat, although it is ominous. And although it does convey a point, it's not necessarily a legal threat. Like I said, he didn't necessarily break any laws, but he put himself on the radar unnecessarily.
If he says you come on my property, I'm going to kill you.
Okay,
he does
don't go on his property.
Well, if he's doing something illegal and they show up,
well, then that's different.
But then he's already doing something illegal, not.
See,
there.
If someone's cooking, I think one of the things that's kind of Andrew Faulkner said, and he had to go play with his superhero dolls.
I think Leo was looking a little forlorn and lonesome in the background.
I think one of the things that Sarge was, I think what he's trying to sort of make it a point to say is that just because, okay, he says if you come on my property, I'm going to take that as a threat and I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to shoot you, or I'm going to. Well, that's what he said, right? I will shoot you. Is there are so many times that people will come onto could come onto his property, even for his own good. You know what I mean? Like a wellness check or something like that. And that's, I think, where it gets super hairy as far as legality.
Calls in because they want someone to go check on them because they're worried about them. You go on behalf, legally obligated to go check on him because a close family member requested it. And this guy says he's going to shoot somebody if they do that. This is the problem with this stuff. And what if they go through with it and they go check on them? You have a legal duty to go do it.
And now you working in law enforcement deals with this directly. I do know that in Texas, and welcome Gunpowder Beauty. She just came in, former Texas. Down there,
she's upgraded.
Be careful, you can get shot over property. So somebody stealing your truck.
How about this? Wife calls 911, wants help. And he says he wants not let anybody on his property. Guess what? We're going to go on the property and we're going to check on the wife. And that's the way it's happening. However he wants it to go down.
Yeah, and you might get shot at, and it just...
And guess what? There's a lot of us.
Oh,
you click the radio.
You don't know what his original
every department from all around. There's reasons when you have to go do things.
Yes, Sarge, completely. That actually happened like just south of us in an itty-bitty tiny small town, and there were several law enforcement groups. This guy went nuts, barricaded him in a house that luckily they were in Florida for the winter, and barricaded himself in all this. And it's like, well, yeah, that y'all got to go get it done.
Well, if he's by himself, we can wait him out.
Well, they sent in a robot.
No,
they sent out a robot, and he shot the robot. And
a robot.
You see, this is why Skynet's going to be taken over.
I think that they all went in and they took him live. He gave up, but
if he's by himself, why
he
force the issue?
He was by himself.
Why force the issue?
Yeah. No hostages, no, and it's like,
why force it?
Yeah, in certain situations, but we're talking about this guy on YouTube saying,
when someone is deranged and they think everyone's out to get them and they're by themselves, and then you have to roll in like that to help them, you're creating that fantasy in their head. They're already paranoid that someone's out to get them. And then everyone comes there to get them, even though they're there to help them. You've created that fantasy.
So you have
to by themselves,
have to convince them that you're there to help them.
Well, how? You see, but they're already paranoid. You're trying to use logic on someone you can't use logic on.
Yes, I'm just saying.
So
you as
your bargaining.
You as a law enforcement officer have to have the wit in your brain to show up and go, we want to try and logic with him, but if he's not going to logic, and
if they're barricaded, you're in a totally different situation, and you don't force the issue if they're by themselves. Wait them out till they come out, till they give up. If there's a hostage in there, totally different scenario, because now you're there for that person's benefit. If they're there because they're paranoid and they think everyone's out to get them, and the worst they could do is harm themselves, why force it? Why force them to harm themselves? Why do that? There's no reason to. Time is always on your side, guys. Unless it's not, and then there's no time to think about
it. Sarge, I thought about getting law enforcement years ago, and I'm like, I'm glad I got you in law enforcement because, oh man, that's a lot to deal with. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Then I didn't get into it because I saw back then, I went, man, that's a lot of kind of political kind of thinking. Yeah. There's so much mental.
Did your finger slip? Ghost must have sat on his phone.
I didn't mean to do that.
Ghost sat on his phone by accident. It was all right.
I had to do it for once.
Hey, you want to? I'm just gonna throw this out. I might have said it before. You know, here's this stupid little funny thing. I'm a moderator in Hank Strange, and I was watching on my phone, and I was watching. I put it in my back pocket. I get to my computer, and they're like, "You deleted a bunch of people," and I went, "Well, sorry, I butt deleted." And honestly, because I was a moderator, I stuck it in my back pocket, and it's just funny. Butt deleted people. That's a new hashtag. Butt delete.
Be good, boy. Good laugh with the power of my butt.
Yep, got a good laugh that night. They were like, "What are you deleting everybody for?" And I honestly, I had me get him up.
Son of a bitch.
You got to put that little flappy lid back over your screen when you put it in your pocket there, Ghost.
I'm sorry.
You got to close the flip phone when you do that.
Yeah. So this guy's your neighbor, C4. So you got to watch. This guy's one of your neighbors down there.
That is nowhere near me.
It should be my neighbor. Where is it? How close are you to that?
It is.
Only if you
nutsack.
I looked it up. It was like the far southeast, almost to the coast.
Oh, there you go. Different. I mean, it might as well not even be the same state.
Salt water.
Yeah, sure. It's the salt water. Yeah, his brain's rotting from the salt water.
The coast of North Carolina is completely different from where I'm at. Completely different.
Question, like, so on that side of North Carolina, they believe in shaving the mustaches but growing the beard. You obviously don't believe that.
Yeah, I know. I have the mustache to go with the beard.
Right, exactly.
We go for the set.
Yeah, it has something to do with that salt air, I think.
Yeah,
the breeze.
You know, maybe he just can't grow the mustache.
Maybe that's why he's so pissed off.
Exactly.
It could be. That could probably set somebody off.
That's why he's overcompensating with the rest of the beard.
Yeah. See, I mean, I don't know why he just doesn't get one of these. I mean, it's good. Like he's good to go. You know.
Why don't you mail it to him?
It won't be so angry then. You know.
Damn, Will's still awake. Welcome back, bud.
That's a handlebar the way you got it on right there, upside down.
Oh, sorry, I was upside down. That's right. My bad. I'm not good at growing these things.
Now put a pair of glasses on and start throwing popcorn on yourself.
Actually, there's a bag of popcorn right over here from when my son was at the movies the other day.
I swear to God, that was roll call on ESPN. I swear to God.
I know it was. We all know it was. Jesus Christ.
Was that at a Cubs game?
Watching that. I'm literally watching that going, holy shit, what is roll call doing at a Yankee game?
It's a hell of a road trip.
You know how those baseball guys are. They want to see a game in every stadium. So now we know that roll call has been to New York.
Yeah. Sure.
New York City.
Hop on the bus. Get over there. All right. Are we done? We done with that topic? Done talking about that asshole and all the bad press we're going to get because of it?
That guy's a douche. Move on.
Yeah, next.
Gunpowder wasn't here earlier. How about we ask her the $50,000 question?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Gunpowder's here. Oh, yeah. Thought I heard something. Thought I heard the barn door swing open.
Come on.
Gunpowder Beauty, let's pretend for a second that you are on the good kids list for Christmas, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of pretending, but okay.
That's a hell of an imagination.
So, yeah. Right. So
Shut up,
pretend. Let's pretend for a second that you are the totally different person. And
okay.
You have not throat punched anybody this year, deserving or otherwise.
Yeah, that's a far stretch.
You beat the shit out of Krampus, and Santa's real happy with you. And Santa's got a $50,000 budget. What's he bringing you for Christmas? Other than new kids and a new husband, you can't pick that.
Oh, okay. He's gonna bring me a bona fide.
Bringing you boners. Heard that. Boner fries. Boner fries. That's
boner fries. Kind of like hi-fi, but for boners.
That's obnoxious ones. That's obnoxious one's favorite kind of French fries.
That's my alt band. Bona fide.
Boner fries.
That's bona fide.
He's bringing me an ATV that's got a heater in it. That's what he's bringing me.
Well, holy shit, you got a lot of money left over then. What are you going to do with it?
You can drop a lot of money on some of those fancy ass side-by-sides.
Not 50 grand.
Well, I need it to have a plow and some other accessories so I can work this 12 acres and grow a really awesome garden. Other than that,
all right, I guess you could probably trick it out pretty cool. That's good. I can dig it.
You might be further ahead getting a compact.
He's also going to bring me some really warm clothes because it's cold.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like some
not like you weren't warned.
Lined jeans.
No, I need.
Whoa!
You better get a
NSA pop.
Sucker too.
she took Ghost with her.
Dang it, Midnight! You played that video and the Secret Service done popped us.
I was just gonna say to Gunpowder, it's like, oh, you moved to Michigan. Welcome back. Yeah, I live in Northern Ohio. It's him and her like 70 miles from me. I'm like, yeah, welcome to this part of the world.
It ain't even cold up there yet.
No.
Damn it, roll call.
It ain't even cold up there, and you're already complaining about how cold it is?
Listen, I am a Texas girl. Okay, it is cold.
Not anymore, you're not.
It ain't even cold up there yet.
I know. That's why Santa's going to bring me a whole new wardrobe of warm clothes so that way I don't freeze to death.
There you go.
Too damn ornery to freeze to death.
So the wife is in the chat.
Hey, that's not nice, Ape. I'm not ornery.
All right,
okay,
fine.
Never mind. I can't even say that with a straight face. Okay, that's true.
Not ornery, fine. You're very set in your ways of not being dead due to cold.
Okay.
So the wife asked out there, she says, I missed what a red flag law is. So in a nutshell, and you guys can add to this if you'd like, basically it's, well, I guess it's different state to state, some of the ones that are being proposed, but basically it gives pretty much anybody the ability to file, I'm going to call it a complaint, but make a filing on somebody that they could possibly be a danger to themselves or somebody else. And what happens is that will go to a judge, and a judge will make the call for officers to confiscate any firearms. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, it kind of circumvents some
due process
because you don't have any say in it until after the fact. And it does 100% circumvent HIPAA because there is no confidentiality within, doctor-patient.
But sometimes
and I think it kind of violates the 14th Amendment too, but you might want to check into that one.
Search and seizure.
You're kind of mumbling.
I was going to say, sometimes HIPAA goes past that.
Yeah,
when they have to get the courts involved, like involuntary commitment and stuff.
Sure.
Out past
I think types of abuse too. Types of abuse too, I believe, right?
Well, we were talking about this in another chat one time when they talk about the red flag laws. I'm not for or against. I'm just going to say, people always say without due process. How would you have the due process?
Right.
How would you have it beforehand?
I would like to think that you would have to go see a psychiatrist and have that person say you're unfit before.
How are you gonna make that happen?
Well, I'm saying before confiscation. That's the point. It's a confiscation.
Okay, but that's now you've seized the person, which is more egregious of a constitutional violation than property. Now you've seized the person by making them. They're no longer free to travel about. You've restricted their freedom of movement, and you've physically taken them from one place to the other to a psychiatrist, whether or not they want to see him or not. You see, that's the higher level.
Well, I would say, I mean, I'm not talking about arresting them. I'm saying that
no, we're not talking arrest either. But you still they have to go see a psychiatrist. So they have to be taken to see the psychiatrist.
Well, I think you also could leave it up to them too, right? I mean, I know that's a skirting the issue too, but
what they're trying to get away from is they're not letting them leave it up to them. They're trying to take that away from them.
Well, unfortunately, this is not going to happen to anyone in this chat. It is not going to happen to them. But there are people out there that have not committed a crime and are not at the point of being, and people that work in the mental health field can tell you, sometimes people do have to be evaluated. Sometimes people that they have to be protected from themselves, from doing anything crazy that is going to get them locked up forever, or whether they're going to hurt someone. Sometimes this does have to happen. I promise you, the people that you're worried about this happening to you, it's not going to happen to you. It's not. Everyone that's in here right now is on center. The ones that this is going to happen to, you would probably feel the same way. Most of you at that time. And can mistakes happen? Of course it can.
My question is this. Okay, we all agree, Sarge. You know, we're all level-headed. We're here. We're hanging out. But when a law is made, and then another law is made, and another law is made to say, well, y'all aren't level-headed anymore. That's kind of the thing I'm getting at is how far does it go to? And I agree with you, Sarge. Just right now, there's a lot of yeah. We don't want them to, but how far does it go until us people that are just law-abiding citizens and level-headed, they say you can't?
I don't really see that correlation.
I think what, maybe, I know everybody hates the word compromise too, but, giving somebody the option too, somebody makes a accusation, Sarge, you show up to the house and say, hey, we've had somebody say something. It's your option. You come and talk to somebody for us, or we have to confiscate firearms.
Yeah, I've not been in that situation, and I don't. That's not the way it works.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. I know that's not how it works now. But what I'm saying is, everybody wants due process, and how do you, like you're saying, how do you give due process? How do you,
First of all, somebody has to be picked up for like a mental evaluation. Someone has to go and swear and testify to a magistrate judge or a district court judge that they feel that they are a danger to themselves or others, and they need to be mentally evaluated. They do have to go in front of the court system to do that. That's how that paperwork is issued. So there is a little bit of process there to start with. But it doesn't just go off, okay, well, someone said, that's called communicating threats. We hear this every day. And I'll listen to your side. I'll listen to your side. I'll write it down. And then you guys are going to have to figure this out. I can't decide this for you. So there is a little bit of due process in some of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the way it works now, there is.
Yeah.
The way that some of these, I'm not saying all of them, because I've been on the record to say at certain times, I do believe that there are people that probably do not need their firearms. As long as there is a road and a track to get them back, if they ever get healthy and healed. What I have a problem with the red flag, the way some of them are written, is there is no direct path on how they get those guns back. They leave that open-ended, and that's what's scary.
Well, I don't know what states those are in, whether there's no direct path to get them back. It's part of the order. I don't know. It doesn't happen here, so I can't say that's not the way it is here. So I wish I had a little bit more input on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is some of these laws, these bills that are being written, if it stays the way it is now, most everyone's going to be okay. But some of these bills that are being written out there are very, very vague as to the track on how you prove yourself to be of the right mind. And if they have been confiscated and then you are proven to get them, how do you get those back? And that's a scary, scary thing. Not in
you know what happens to most people that get picked up for, like, say, involuntary commitment that are in their right mind? they're usually back home in a couple hours. And that paperwork, it was returned unfounded, and it's not only an involuntary commitment that was founded affects your firearms rights. The ones that are unfounded don't. So most people that are perfectly fine, it's a round trip. They get there, they talk a little bit, they talk like me and you, and then the doctor's like, well, you're perfectly fine. And then you're going back home in a little while. That's seizing weapons and the involuntary commitment are a little bit different. So I like I said, I wish I knew more. We don't have that red flag, that stuff here, at least nothing by that fancy name. I wish I had more input on it. So
you're saying, Sarge, you haven't had first-hand experience with that red flag. We're gonna
not the quote unquote red flag. No, not that's. I think it's really like a buzzword. Is really what it is. It's a buzzword to get people upset. And it's kind of like Florida, they use the stand your ground law. Most states have the exact same law. They just don't have the fancy name. And Florida already got tagged with it first. They're going to have to own that from now on. It's just a buzzword. And just my 2 cents. Didn't mean to kill it.
No, that's what I like having you on and talking to you is I can sit there and say from my point of view, but I don't know the LEO point of view. So that's good. Good stuff.
Yeah. And what was the guy in Maryland that got shot when they went to seize his weapons? That is that where that was?
Yeah, I think it was, and that was a big.
There was a lot of poor decisions made that day because they went there at
fluster cluck. Yes,
they went there at 5:17 in the morning, which is a disaster. What's wrong with 10 a.m. or something? Normal.
But on your show one time, didn't we?
They said he put, I think when he answered the door with a gun, like you should at 5 in the morning, he put it down. He became agitated and picked it back up. A struggle ensued, and that's when they had to shoot him. Well, if you're going there to deal with someone and they set the gun down, you had better secure them fairly quickly so that doesn't happen. What eventually did happen. People, the authorities, a lot of times, there's a saying, they use too little force, too late, too often. A little bit of force, like if they went, like I said, the timing was awful timing. But say you go there to do that, you make contact, they put their gun down, you need to secure that person as easily as possible right then. That way they can't do anything that gets them or anybody else hurt. If you stay there and let someone get revved up and get more and more spun up and running it up the flagpole, that's when they do things like that. So you got to secure them quickly. And then, hey, we're going to go down. There was, if they do have to do this, here's how your process of getting this back. If they don't tell people that, then they're mistaken. This is business. If you have to do something like that, you tell people, you at least point them in the right direction of the proper way to get this resolved. Because it's nothing personal.
I can say this. I mean, you get pulled over, cooperate. You do this, cooperate. You do this, cooperate. But like you said, Sarge, they showed up at what time in the morning?
It's like 5:17, if I remember the article correctly.
Yeah.
Which was
something like that.
Awful timing.
All to be armed at 5:17 in the morning if somebody showed up at our exactly. And there's a proper way to do it. And even if we don't agree with the law and it's a red flag law, like you said, okay, show up at the right time, go here, okay,
I
and
have
go
to go to
down
people's
and
houses
work it
in the
out.
middle of the night. I have to go to people's houses in the middle of the night sometimes because the neighbor saw a prowler and they said they ran from this yard into the next yard, and you make contact with people. I'm trying not to get shot at night.
Yeah, because I have to out there with your freaking flashlight and looking.
I'm shining it on myself, so you can see.
How many officers did you say you had for how many square miles? Really?
Six for 545 square miles.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to get shot because I know that most people should come to the door with a gun in the middle of the night. So I want them to see me. Like,
what's your backup? What's your backup contingency if poop hits the fan and you got to call people? How many people you got coming to back you up?
Well, you figure it out real quick.
I'm just saying local PD and whatnot. And I mean, you're like 6 guys and what? So
no, there's other municipalities within the county.
So if crap hits the fan, how many guys you got to back you up?
It just depends. I mean, you
20?
can have as many as 20.
Well,
hey, if 20 people can't handle it, if 3 people can't handle it, you got troubles.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, man, you're telling me how much acreage you got to cover, and wow, that's a lot to handle.
You learn to take care of things when you got the whole county, the whole one end of the county to yourself.
That's
you
a
got
lot.
Backup 15 minutes away.
Yeah, that's a lot to handle. Backup 16 minutes away. Isn't that the old phrase of when seconds count, the cops are minutes away? And that be armed. Yeah, be armed.
I've been there. You handle it.
To go back a little bit too, that's my biggest problem with people that have been talking about the Maryland thing, is that they keep leaving out the fact that the guy will put down his gun and then picked it back up.
Yes.
And there, like, so many places, so many times you see people talking about it, they just omit that. Either they have reported on it.
They'll say he was shot because of the red flag laws.
Right. And they'll or many times you see, like, and a lot of us have talked about it, like things will happen right before a chat or during a chat or something. And I think it's best to keep your opinions pretty bland at that point, because a lot of times the info isn't out there yet. And some of it is that. Some of it is the fact that people just want to jump on it, and be the first one to report on it, which is an issue. And second is people that just want to admit that to prove their point or to push their agenda. And I don't think that's right either. But yeah, that happened a lot. It was quite a while before I heard that too. I mean, when people were talking about it for, a day or two before that started coming out, and it's,
I forgot one thing that popped in my mind a few minutes ago about the dude with the no mustache, the dude with his compound. Guess who isn't showing up to his house anymore without the police? Guess who isn't? EMS or fire, because you don't think they know about this. They're not going to show up. If someone's having a heart attack there, they're not going by themselves because of all that stuff he posted, and he has caused that. They're not going to go because they're not going to feel safe.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say happy birthday before I have to go. So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I tried to get it before you went on air, but you snubbed me out. You gizzarded me. So
I gizzarded you.
Happy birthday.
It's just another day. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
and see, I'm in the anonymous account.
I did not know it was your birthday, Midnight.
I didn't either. I forgot. It was so long ago.
I try and forget my birthday. Everybody keeps reminding me, but
congratulations,
hey, you know what?
Midnight.
Now that we have
one more year without dying.
Now that we have Obnoxious and Guess Who in the chat, we can have a battle of the bands.
Well, this Guess Who he's leaving. So
he quit already. Thanks, buddy.
Who are you?
I forfeit.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, if playing all that content didn't give me a strike, that might.
Yeah, whatever, dude. We don't care.
Screw it. I already got Joe Rogan on my back. Played a Joe Rogan clip and had a strike on that channel.
Really?
I thought Joe would be a little more understanding.
You'd think so. No. Well, that was the other big topic. The let's see, what else do I got down here? Oh, the other one was Venezuela. Venezuela is having second thoughts about disarming their citizens.
What?
Well, the
Or
people,
the citizens having
What?
second about it.
The people now are saying, "Man, it wasn't such a hot idea."
government's
What are
not
you
saying
Such a
saying?
hot idea.
at all.
He said that it was 6 years ago. I had written down. I had an article up from Fox News. 6 years ago, Hugo Chavez took over and wanted to disarm people. They started with gun trade-ins, where you could trade in a firearm for some type of electronics. It's crazy to think about. So it's like, here's my gun. I'll take that DVD player. And 37 people went for it. So there was 37 guns in the whole country were taken off the streets, the mean streets of Venezuela. And when that didn't work, then there was 12,500 forceful seizures of firearms. Yeah. He died 2 years later, and the next guy took over and continued the seizures. And it said, as of now in Venezuela, the penalty for carrying a firearm or selling a firearm is 20 years in prison. And they're like, oops, now we're screwed because we can't do nothing about our shit ass government, and we are F-bombed.
Or
I had that as
they could just pick up their arms and okay, did I say it out loud? Pick up your arms and go, we're tired of it. We're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to take it. Kind of the, yeah.
Yeah, have you been in Venezuela?
When Dean Snyder come on the chat?
Yeah. Venezuela
3 minutes ago.
Not run like us. Venezuela is a militaristic country.
Yeah, they're not joking, man.
It is, and it's sad. You know, we're looking at all this. Don't let them fool you. These southern border things, an invasion. It's not. Oh, we're migrant. No, it's an invasion. Really, where y'all coming from? Why does your country suck? And maybe you should stay in your country and fix it. I don't know.
That wouldn't be a bad idea if we, put a little money in the budget and drop a whole bunch of high points off down there and say, here you go, guys, handle your shit.
Hey, there you go. Take care of each other, right?
Handle your business. Get your country
sideways,
back.
You'll be all good.
Get your country back. We did it a whole bunch of years ago. You can do it now.
And once you run out of ammo,
we can have Snout put sights on them.
Yeah.
They're sitting the third largest oil reservoir in the world. I don't think the government's going to let them take arms at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we talked about Spreadshirt. We talked about that. Amy Schumer, fuck her. She sucks. That's
what she
I saw.
Fuck me,
No, that was the thing. She came out. Amy Schumer came out and said that she's gonna stop dressing so super. Literally, she said stop dressing so super fuckable in her and during her stand up, so that's not what she's thought of, and that's not how she gets her viewers and stuff.
She succeeded.
She needs to land on an aircraft carrier with a big mission accomplished banner.
Yeah, man.
You realize that Amy Schumer is Chuck Schumer's niece or something, so
it's like her great niece or something. Yeah, they're related somehow.
Chuck Schumer, figure it out. She's super liberal, whatever. Shut up. I don't want to use the B word, but I really want to.
I'll say this: saying that Amy Schumer is
like the TV show.
I would say Amy. C4 Defense said Amy Schumer eats her cereal with a fork. So I would say this: that saying that Amy Schumer is fuckable is as bad as saying that she's funny. So I don't know if that's
all a matter of opinion.
Just she's related to Chuck Schumer makes her unfuckable. So anyway, and she's so left leaning, and Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna watch you anymore.
Well, just super hypocritical too. Like I don't know. I just
they're all hypocrites.
Yeah, the average guy is not going to ask a girl her political views if they're just trying to fuck her. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think she's just a nasty slob.
Afterwards,
he's gonna ask what kind of crayon she got in that
what
purse.
Do you think of the carbon tax? I got a question for you. Why are you still here?
B word, she's bacon.
Hey, do not take the Lord's greatest gift in vain.
She's one of those people you want to see next Tuesday.
Not a fan of Amy Schumer. Yeah. William Trader said he'd donkey punch it, but that's, hey.
You, bud.
The wife says she's not completely hideous, just a little. She's just an odd. She's just got there's just something weird about it. Like she's just a weird looking chick, man.
She's got a face for radio.
There's just no way. Yeah, for sure. There's just no way around it. She's just a weird looking chick.
A face for radio. A face for that was
no.
Did he kill sir?
So let's talk about Lamb a little bit. Oh, everybody took off.
Well, there you go. Way to kill it.
The CNL.
What?
So I'm gonna try and knock out a.
Now this Lamb didn't come from Ellis.
Psycho. See, this is why people call him Sicko. Sicko said, "Real talk. I wanted to tap it years ago. You should have tapped it right in the head. I'm done with it." He says he feels dirty now. Tap and stick, yeah. So before everybody took off, I'm gonna try and knock out a New Zealand rack of lamb at work. I'm gonna try and do a video tomorrow, or I'll probably do it tomorrow because I'm supposed to be off Tuesday. So we will see, but I wanted to throw it out there and see if anybody had any suggestions, things that they like flavor wise. Pink says and her clothes are a lot full of her. Yeah.
Honestly, Midnight, I've only had lamb one time in my life, so I would
better get on it.
I just, you're like, how to cook the lamb. I'm like, how to cook venison, caribou.
Well, see, that's what I was just gonna say. Flavor wise, lamb, venison, deer, elk, all that kind of stuff, pretty similar. Lamb has that same,
right. You're talking about cooking the lamb, and I'm like, I don't know. There's so many ways to do it. I've had so much gamey meat in my life. That sounded wrong, but
you heard it here first, folks.
Pink says bacon wrapped.
Oh,
it's going to be tough to bacon wrap, but I could definitely work bacon in a fun way. I have.
Oh yeah, because you're working with the rack of ribs, aren't you? Not just like a chunk of lamb.
Yep, I'm working with the rack.
Anytime I've wrapped anything in bacon, it turned out good.
William Trader says smoke with a mandarin orange and chili glaze. Smoke or with a mandarin orange and chili glaze. I have, one of the things I was thinking about doing was the ginger ale cranberry relish that I do. It's pretty cool. That would be really good with some spice in it too. I have some Thai chilies at work. Some of the little Thai bird chilies, the little red guys. That'd be lamb sushi. You'd have lamb sushi, I guess. Lamb sashimi, just be sliced. Lamb carpaccio. Lamb tataki, that'd be lightly seared.
There Midnight goes, using those big words he read off the back of the fry manual.
I like the idea of the spicy cranberry. That would be good. Mia says, I like to believe there's beauty in everyone. Just let me say being thick isn't the feature that makes it. No, that's not the feature. It's her miserable, horrible personality and unfunny jokes and goofy face. $1 million idea. Be lambkin. Yeah, beef, lamb, chicken. Heard that?
Yeah, essentially, you know, this is your entry into the turducken field.
There you go.
You get your chicken and you stuff it in your lamb and you stuff that in some beef.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Well, there was one not a couple of years ago where guys did that. They started with a cow, and then they put a pig in it. They put a goose in it. They put a turkey, a duck, a chicken, a quail. Like it went all the way down. Like it was like 7 or 8 different things. It was crazy. I think they pit roasted it, buried it like Hawaiian style. If you do ginger ale, use ale 8. Never heard of it. I forget what ginger ale we have on the. Lamb tataki is the way to go.
Best ginger. So pomade, is that like a local or a regional beverage for you guys?
It must be. I've never heard of it. I'm not even sure where pomade's from.
Isn't it like, I want to say Michigan.
Mexico. Make it with birch beer. I know C Defense likes the birch beer. I could do that instead of ginger ale. Do birch beer cranberry marmalade.
Oh my God, that would be wonderful. Other than the marmalade. Ugh.
Well, no. You got to know what you. Here's what I do: is I take I take no. I just call it. I take dried cranberries and I literally just simmer them in ginger ale, and they cook down to this like chutney.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think C4 just almost wet himself there.
Yes. C4 in his pants.
Yes.
He just went boomer. Boomer style.
I like cranberries.
I could. Those are really good. I'm honestly, if you just do that, like one of these days at the house, you want to do something fun for dinner, just take a bottle of ginger ale and a handful of like a little 20 ounce of soda of ginger ale. Pick one that's a little bit on the sweeter side. Throw a handful of dried cranberries in there, and just put it on like a low flame and let it cook down. And put that over a towel. You can put that on top of chicken. You can use it as a like lamb or even pork. It'd be really good on pork too. That's just as simple as it is. As I was saying, you can try it with birch beer and see what the hell it turns out like. There's nothing wrong with this little experimentation, right? If it turns out like shit, I'll let you know.
Yes, I'm just one.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
listen, lawman.
I was just gonna say, I gotta go. I gotta get up and work in the morning. Fun hanging out.
Oh, is it? It's late in Ohio, huh?
Yeah, it's late.
I probably need to go too.
All right, I'll see you, bud.
Take care, all of you.
Yep. See you, buddy. C4, you said you'd eat it on toast. Actually, it with brie, it's fantastic with brie. You make like a grilled cheese sandwich. Honestly, you do like a grilled cheese sandwich, put brie and that inside of it. Give it to your wife. Good times. You'll have some good times. And then that and banana bread at bedtime. You'd be solid.
Speaking of which, I need to have some banana bread because it's time for bed.
Bring the beast out.
Make the beast sleep.
Your kid's so weird, man. That's just so weird. Would you please tell that story so that everybody knows?
All right. The banana bread before bed makes the beast sleep. I don't know where we were, but me and my youngest, I think we're coming back from a baseball lesson. He said, I'm gonna text mom, make her think I'm a psycho. And he sends her that, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he just kept repeating it. Banana bread before bed makes the beast sleep. Okay, I'll go get some banana bread. I'll make some tomorrow night. He's like, and he just repeated it. He has my personality, that's for sure.
She probably thought you took him out and got him all shit faced or something. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
She there's no telling what she thought. She wouldn't. It's not out of the question.
That's funny. It's so creepy and so like Silence of the Lambish that would have made me nervous as hell if I'd have got that text. I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna lock myself in the bathroom with a shotgun just in case shit gets real.
And then Obnoxious One posted a great picture the other day on Instagram of the lion.
Oh yeah, that was from the lead singer for Five Finger Death Punch. He posted that, and it's like, no, this is too good. It's right there in it.
Yep. Yeah. You must have had banana bread before bed.
It makes the beast sleep.
So anyway, I do have to work tomorrow. Not my regular job, but I got to work some tomorrow. So I need to go to bed at some point here.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be on too much longer here anyway. Why don't you give us a little plug before you head out?
Yes, I'm going to go make some gun money tomorrow. And I'm going to edit some video. That's not one of them, but that's the company. I did my review on the stainless steel guide rod, and I like it. It's actually pretty cool. I've got a couple to try out, and I tried out the first one on my Glock 26, and like I said, I'm going to finish the video up tomorrow. I'll probably post it tomorrow night when I get home. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to get out there and get some video done before Christmas and get ready for SHOT Show.
Sweet.
Very cool.
I gotta get
That's right. You guys are going to SHOT. Okay, so how long is SHOT away? SHOT's like 2 weeks, right?
No, it's a month. It's the 21st through the 25th.
Oh, I thought it was early in September. All right.
No, it's like the third week.
Okay.
I gotta get all my ducks in a row. Can't have my ducks all out of a row. Gotta get them in a row. Get ready to go.
Yeah, get your dicks together.
Get all my banana bread packed up. To take out there with me.
Yep, so. Get your dicks packed up and your banana package. You'll be good. Be good to go.
All right, guys.
So that's are you? Oh, you're allowed to carry in all 50 states, right?
Yes.
So are you going to carry? You going to check You're flying out, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever flown before with a check the gun and all that kind of stuff?
Nope.
No.
So I will be following all the TSA regulations. I bought my box the other day. I did buy the box that you have to have and cut it out to hold the one gun that I'm bringing, and that's it. So
yeah,
I'll read the rules and follow said rules. And
do you know if you're allowed to carry in the show?
No, I guess you aren't.
With you being a officer, a cop, no, even then
they have control of whether they want you to carry or not, and you'd be trespassing if you kind of insisted. They say, okay, well, you're not welcome here. So
yeah,
that's the deal. So no, you can't do that.
I didn't know if there were stipulations where, because you were.
It's just like when I went. Nah, that's just like when I went to New York City. When I knew what we were going to do ahead of time, like what museums we were going to, I called the museum ahead of time to see if they have a policy, and if they do have a policy. Do they have any lockers to store? Because, where are you going to store stuff once you go into New York City? Where are you going to store it?
Right.
Especially if you're taking the ferry over or something. So, but yeah, I do know that you can't carry at the show. So I'm just going to go to range and shoot their guns and their ammo.
One thing I will tell you, Sarge, when you're flying out there, put your defense ammo in its box. Don't load the magazine. A lot of them will say that it's okay in the magazine, but then you'll get there and somebody will have a problem with it. So just put it in the box it came in.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Carry my federal HSTs in the box.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys allowed to carry on when you're at work? Are you allowed to carry what you want, or do you guys have to carry a specific load?
As far as the ammo,
no,
what were issued?
Yeah.
I
know my buddy that's a cop was all pissed off a couple of years ago because their budget got cut and they switched from Winchester Rangers to federal, like just generic white box stuff. He wasn't happy.
We've moved around to different stuff. Now, my off duty, I carry the stuff that I buy, which is a federal HST. But on duty, I think we're shooting the Winchester Ranger right now. We just went to it.
But they're nice. It's one of the. I think they always test really good.
It's just as good as the federal, and the Spear Gold dots are all pretty much the same as far as ballistic equivalent and the testing. But
yeah, the Winchester, the new bonded Winchester seems really nice.
Yeah,
when they,
as long as you get one of the there's like 3 or 4 that are all almost equivalent. You stick with those, you'll be fine. Don't get anything crazy. Don't get any like the real none of those rip rounds. Not for me.
I like to drill out my hollow. I think it's cool to drill out your hollow points and then you shove like paper clips and shit in there, like broken out. That does a good job.
Works
the wife's saying one is sarsaparilla.
Works wonderful for civil liability. Always helps.
That's what they drank in the old West. Beer. It's a light, what used to be called a light beer back before it was, water and rice and yeast. It was like 2-3% alcohol stuff, even like root beer like that. It's in that same kind of here's a bunch of stuff that we put in a pot and kind of boiled down and fermented.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yep, stuff was called beer for a reason, because back before we had, good infrastructure and pure, clean water to drink, people drank, 2-3% beer. It was cleaner and a lot better than the local water source because it was part of the making it had to be boiled. So, same for like in the Northeast or that of, people drinking hard cider, not like 5% stuff. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'll use the air quotes, and like why the temperance movement kind of gathered steam in the late after the Civil War, and that was people are used to drinking their beer with breakfast, beer with lunch kind of thing, 4%, 5% stuff. And then, here's a glass of whiskey that's the equivalent of 6 or 7 of those. So,
and I mean,
I'll see you guys.
See you, buddy. Thanks, man. Psycho says it uses sassafras. Yeah, like when you talk about the non-alcoholic versions, it's like sarsaparilla, root beer, birch beer. I remember as a kid, the wife says, unfortunately, I can't look at banana bread the same way. When I was a kid, we had a birch tree. It's probably big now, but when I was young, it was just maybe a couple inches across. And you could break the real young little branches off, like the real wispy kind of green ones, and it tasted like birch beer. It was really cool. So I always had an affinity for birch beer, and the Sarge was talking about birch beer once on the show, how much he likes it. When he comes up here, he gets it when he comes up this way. Have I ever had apple beer? You mean alcoholic wise? Like, I mean, I've had like apple pie, they call it apple pie. It's like that kind of stuff. Oh, non-alcoholic? No, I don't think I've ever had. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I mean,
wouldn't that just be apple juice?
Well, it'll be like an apple cider or something. Yeah, like it's carbonated, so like a carbonated cider or something, or carbonated apple juice.
That would be good. Sparkling apple.
Hard cider.
Yeah, like hard cider would have alcohol. He's talking about non-alcoholic, so it would be like a sparkling cider or a sparkling apple juice. They sell that at grocery stores all the time. Oh, we're coming up on New Year's Eve.
Coming up on Christmas and New Year's, that stuff like Walmart and that they get in by the pallet load.
So we used to buy that for the kids all the time.
That's what I was just going to say. Last year for New Year's Eve, we bought a bottle of the sparkling apple juice for my son. He liked it. He dug it.
It's apple juice and it's fizzy.
Yeah, yeah. He's not a big soda kid. Like, we don't really. I mean, he's had it once or twice, but we don't. He's not like, he doesn't look for it. He'd rather, he's a big milk drinker. He likes milk and he drinks a lot of water, which is good, and some juices. But yeah, when he got a hold of that, he was just like, "Whoa, what the hell is this shit?" It's all bubbly and fizzy. It was cool. He got like big eyes. He's like, "Whoa." I don't know. Do you guys have anything?
The liquor cabinet was empty, and little man was snoozing there like a little Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, he's all splayed out on the floor with his toys. Wish I get apple pie moonshine is amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
I will say about that, do not get the stuff that has the actual piece of cinnamon bark in there. Because that, even fresh out of the bottle or out of the jar, the stuff just tastes like you're chewing on a popsicle stick.
Yeah. They had lots of different root beers, apple beer, chocolate covered maple flavored soda. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I saw it on Food Network. They were doing a show, and they'd showed this guy he has a store, and it's all sodas from, I don't know if they're all in. Go ahead.
All the old time sodas and that stuff that people thought, I haven't seen this since I was 5 years old, and that was 1930.
Yeah, and stuff that people think is they don't make anymore. They'd be like, "Oh, I wish they stopped. They didn't stop making that." And they do. They still make it. They just make 1,000 cases a year or something like that. Not a whole lot. I hope to Google that and look it up and see if I can find it. That would be a cool one to see if they have a cool website one of the next week or something. We could look at their website, and maybe people would want to order some stuff, because it was really neat. This is do purple knee high or grape knee high and all that kind of stuff, but just some old time looking bottles. Yeah, some old time looking bottles and stuff like that is really cool. Cinnamon sodas and stuff like that you never see. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you guys have anything else? I've had the busiest. We literally had the busiest 2 weeks we've had all year. The last 2 weeks at the restaurant, it's been brutal. I think last week we had five parties. We had 6 parties. Last Thursday, we actually had the restaurant closed and did a party downstairs and a party upstairs at the same time. So it was pretty brutal. And this week, I think we had 5 parties. We had one every day except for this past Monday. Every other day we had an event. So on top of regular dinner. So it was pretty rough.
Is that all Christmas parties coming in?
Yeah. Some Christmas stuff, fundraisers, some private stuff too. Just like we had last night was a big. No, not last night. It was yesterday. 30 people is just a birthday thing, but people got money, man. Some people have money and they don't know what the hell to do with it, so they want to blow do these big ass parties, and it's crazy. We had a party last night with a carving station. It was only 34. The party was only 34 people, and they wanted a carving station. I was like, a little anticlimactic, a little over dramatic, a little anticlimactic or whatever, Go up there, hack up some stuff, and call it a night. But hey, they liked it, so that's what matters. Paychecks won't bounce. That's the important part. Mm-hmm. So we have with Christmas, the Christmas being on Tuesday, it'll be nice to have a couple days off. So we'll do that show Sunday, and then depending on what's happening, that Monday night or Tuesday night, maybe if nobody else is going live late, might throw a live chat out there. And on Sunday, this Sunday being close to Christmas, we'll be doing 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. We did that last year. We did 'Twas the Night Before Christmas in the Gun Channel's house, and I'm writing that. I'm working on that now, so we'll have a fun little story time next week. So hopefully we'll have some people come and show up. If you remember, we did that last year. It was pretty fun. It was when we did the story times, and it was sort of a side project. So cool. I don't know what's going on in the world today. If anybody has anything else that they'd like to talk about, go ahead. If not, we'll start saying goodbye and get the hell to bed. Anything fun out there?
I'm on vacation.
It's funny. I would like to say that it's really funny to look at the chat, and then my wife says, "Thanks, boob sweat."
I think I
too would like to thank boob sweat.
Really, you don't get that little rash from sitting down and standing up again? No step on snick.
No step on snack. You could go to, is it Spikes? Is it Spikes that has the no step on snack upper? Or no, I'm sorry, lower. I want one of those so bad. God damn it, I want one of those.
Pew and then no pew and then pew pew pew.
Yep, I'll tell you what, I wanted the unicorn lower. I think I want the no step on snack one worse.
More than the unicorn lower?
I think so.
Have you had a chance to watch or go over to Gunstreamer and see? I did get a unicorn lower for Small Business Saturday.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I'm doing it in just about every color I can find, and then I'm going to send my stuff, the stuff that's just black, I'm going to send it out to Gunsnob, and yeah, it's going to be pretty outrageous.
Nice.
It's going to hurt your eyes.
Nice.
I got the Fostech Echo trigger to put in it, because, you know, it's a unicorn lower. It kind of needs to have the Echo trigger in it.
Yeah, why not?
So you find some place that's going to do like the rainbow chameleon coating on the barrel.
Yeah, I ordered a PSA upper, so I'll take it apart and then send it to Snob. But I'm thinking some kind of outrageous colored zebra stripes and maybe some cheetah spots. It's gonna hurt your eyes.
Get some fuzzy leopard print to put on the buttstock.
No, the buttstock is pink.
Okay, pink leopard print.
Psycho says he got a crush on a girl at work, and it makes me a sad panda. Well, you just got to sing her the sexual harassment panda song from South Park, and that'll get you in. I got something in my pocket for you. Reach in my pocket and see what it is. Sexual harassment panda. There you go.
Psycho, be in. Just be lucky that you have any females at your place of work.
PSA has the Christmas Story lowers too.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one. Man, I'm out of the loop. I want to. Yeah, man. RL got one of the unicorn lowers too a while back. I don't think he's done anything with it yet. And I really wanted one of those too. It's super cool. The no step on snack is just so different, you know. I don't know. I wish I had the money to pick up a cool lower like that, just to sit on it, you know. Just kind of sit on it, put it in the safe, and yeah, got to get some use out of it. Just to kind of put it in a safe and have it for, you know, to build on it sometime. I'd like to do a 300 blackout, I think, someday.
Put in the safe, take it out every once in a while, fondle it, whisper
put some
lies into it.
Yeah, put some oil on it.
Like,
well, I mean, I have.
One day you're gonna be a lovely little 6'5", or maybe a 300 blackout.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Oh, what? No, Mia. What? Okay.
She's a petite Filipina.
And security, so she could more than likely whoop your ass.
Yeah, just punch in the nuts and
punch in the nuts, and when you end up doubling over, you just get a flying kick right to your face.
Oh, Seven Wonders got to go feed the kitties. Is that code? I don't think that's code.
Is that a sex thing? I think
no,
that'd
be pet the kitties.
Oh, okay. He says, please thumb up. Okay. Yeah, where are we at with thumbs up? I'll tell you what, we were up to like 42 people at one point. That's awesome. I've gotten to 40 once or twice, but that was a good number of people.
You don't have any down, do you?
No, I just checked. There's no thumbs down at all.
What the hell? And I thought we had such a good chat.
I thought you had this covered.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little. Well, our little. I was gonna say our little thumbs downer must be sleeping. I'll probably get him tomorrow.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
Somebody already did.
21.
2 people already.
Oh, I must have to refresh here. Hold on.
Probably wouldn't be the worst idea.
There we go.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Dumb it down, everybody.
There we go.
Wah wah.
Changed like to dislike.
Dislike for midnight.
Shall not be in fridge. Shall not be in fridge.
Yes.
Shall not be in
fridge. Do not put your lip flambe in the fridge.
Shall not be in fridge. That's how Gary's marriage ended. He got shit faced, came home, and
say which
peed
one
in the fridge. Peed in the fridge. She said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Shall not pee in fridge."
That's what those drawers are for. Yeah.
Well, but honey, we got the one that had the easy spill or no drip lip on the shelf.
Yeah, gotta try it out. Make sure it still works.
This is bullshit. It said it'd take 64 ounces, and I only had 2 pounders.
Shall not pee in fridge. That's okay. So, yes, when you're on Night Strike show on Tuesday, because I never get a chance to be on a Night Strike show.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's When you get on there, right when you say your goodbyes, you make sure you scream, "Shall not pee in fridge." Maybe if you could, it'd be even better if you could scream, "Shall not pee in fridge," and Ghost can say, "Hold my balls."
You know what? My wife is traveling this week, so I'll actually be available when Night Strike has his show. I will be on there, and I will yell, "Shall not pee in fridge."
I always feel so proud when nonsense from this show filters into the other shows from the rest of the week. It's very heartwarming.
You call this a closer, but it's actually the beginning of the next week. So
it kind of is, yeah.
You kind of instigate everything that goes on the following week.
It can. It sure as hell does happen sometimes, doesn't it?
You're the closer and the opener.
Yeah. Shall not be in fridge. You're going to get G mad at me. He's like, "This is no laughing matter." He's going to hate me now. And I don't have any money to buy anything from your websites. I'm broke.
But there's free patches on Friday.
I know.
I look for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I did not have enough money in my PayPal to buy some patches this Friday. So Stealth Hunter says, "Good pod." He must be wiped out. He must be wasted. He's going to be peeing in his damn fridge, talking all that nonsense. The Juice says Denny's. Shall not be in fridge. The Juice says Denny's, Waffle House, or McDonald's for breakfast at 2 a.m. Well, Denny's? I'm not at work, so I wouldn't go to Waffle House because those guys will just screw it up if I'm not there.
Denny's is going to have all the drunks there.
If you go to Waffle House, they're just going to put them to work. Like, aha, you're here. You're just natural fry boy.
Mia says, "Write her a handwritten note. Do you want to go on a date with me, Circo? Yes or no?"
He's got to have somebody to pass it to her, though.
That's harassment. Now you can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to. No, that's what you have to do. You have to have them sign something because you have to have them sign a date, sign and say yes, and then when you go out on a date, you got to make up a thing that says, "Am I allowed to touch you?" And then it says yes or no. And then it'd be like, "Am I?" You say, "Well, I'll drive," but then you got to be like, "Well, you got to sign this that says you're getting into my car willingly." And then when you get to the restaurant, you're going to be like, you got to make sure that you sign something that says, who's going to pay. And then, you got to make sure of all that stuff nowadays. You can't just be like, "Yeah, what's up?" And, let it roll.
Oh, PSA does have no step on snake.
You're a son of a bitch, man.
What snake? Step snake, mad snake. Well, they're out of stock anyway, so.
See, what's nice too is you can get that bad boy, and then you can do some cool color fill on it. Maybe do like like the snake in green or something fun like that.
What do we have here?
Oh, Psycho says she's probably 19 to 21. You better get some shit signed then if she's that young. Holy smoke! Oh, what's that? Oh,
Space Force. Stand by, engage, Brett.
Bert. Nice. How much are they? Does it say? They don't even say when they're out of stock.
Yeah, that's.
I had no idea they had so many of those customized ones.
They do, but they do them in like limited runs, and then they never come back. Like they did one more.
Well, it's not like we don't know somebody who may or may not have an in with Palmetto State Armory.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing to slap them around about, like, hey, where are my Space Force lowers?
Yeah.
And
Boob Sweat says his is a Spikes Crusader. That's the one with the cross on it, right? Those are pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, the ones that everyone got their panties in a bunch over a couple of years ago. Here you go, Midnight.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. You could color fill that thing badass too, man. Do the teeth white and the eyes red or something?
A little bit of red on the tips of the teeth.
Mm-hmm. Sharps Brothers.
Hellbreaker. So then Warthog. Oh, okay.
I saw the Warthog one once before.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool too. That'd be awesome if you're using it for a hog gun now, obviously, specifically like that's what you wanted to buy it for. It's pretty pimp.
Those would be real awesome if they weren't getting like $300 for them.
Yeah, just the lower. How about it?
Mm-hmm. That Hellbreaker and the Warthog, yeah, they're usually run about $300.
Yeah,
Sharp Brothers stuff.
Yeah,
I really need to start saving my shekels.
Skull one too. I've seen the skull one.
Get a CNC machine. It's not like I'm not doing it for somebody else already.
Mm.
Oh wait, then I'd be manufacturing firearms. That's a whole nother level of nope.
Pink has a good point. Get a no label, then have your own picture laser engraved on it. That's pretty awesome. That's a good idea. I'll tell you what, I said this to G one time too, that he said he even said there's a place, I think in Arizona, that does it. I mean, there's lots of places now. Laser engraving, PMags, and getting like the gun channels G on them. And if you could, I mean, they sell laser engraved mags for like $21 or something. If he sold them for like $32 or something, he could make like, 32 or $35. If he could make like $8 off of one after shipping, I bet you a bunch of people wouldn't you think you guys would buy one? At least one, right? A gun channels mag, AR mag, or AK. I'd get one for sure. Me saying, which one do you want? I don't know.
All.
Get them all.
Yeah.
He wants the maple bacon pancake one.
Yeah. That would be, I'll tell you what, that would be awesome. Like what Pink said, get a no label, then put your own pick on it. Holy shit, you could do a fucking bacon pancakes laser engraved lower. That would be the shit. That's what I would do.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I got a dog that started to pester me, so
you got a plug? You want to plug something? Because we're going to get out of here too while we're at it.
Go over to Gunstreamer and check out my unicorn lower.
All right, sounds great. Okay, Ape or Gizzard, you got something to plug?
Rotten son of a. All right, seriously though, I'm heading out, guys. So thanks for the invite, sir.
See you, buddy.
Later.
Later.
As far as me, check out my website, gizzardgary.com. Also, check out my site on Spreadshirt. If you want to order any merchandise, that's shop.spreadshirt.com/gizzardgary. And thanks for the invite. Glad to see you back here, man.
Make sure, we talked about this earlier. If anybody's here that wasn't there earlier, I posed a hell of a question that it seemed like is an issue. You can't just go to spreadshirt.com and find these guys' stuff. So if you want to find it, throw a link out there. Look for a link. In fact, I will. Gizzard, throw your link out in the chat there one more time. It's in the Gun Channels chat right now still, but there you go. If you want to go buy some Gizzard gear, Gizzard gear, good name, right?
Gizzard gear, yep.
Go buy some Gizzard gear. There you go. G-Webs too. Look for a link for G's stuff. You cannot go on. And I guess they have their own reasons. We were talking about that earlier. G had said he thinks they have their own reasons, obviously. But the fact that you can't just go into Spreadshirt.com and find what you want is stupid. I think that's bullshit. But there's G's right there, above all the hearts, and below. Yeah. I would like a bacon pancakes t-shirt. So that'd be cool. So maybe I'll get one of these days. One of these days I get a little dough in the bank. Maybe I'll buy myself one. But roll call, you still alive? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What you got to plug there, guy? Anything?
I don't have anything. Thanks for having me on. I won't be making any content here lately. I got Christmas stuff to do. So that will come probably back around possibly the first of the year. Maybe do some Christmas chats or something. But there won't be anything here soon. Maybe a couple of mail calls when I get some stuff in, but that's about it. I won't have any time to do any kind of range videos. I've been working. Tomorrow is day 6 of 7. And then I got a bunch of stuff to handle, like adult stuff, the next week. So I'm pretty much dead in the water for content for the next, 2 to 3 weeks. So bear with me.
Yep.
Gizzard, if you put your head down just a little bit, it almost looks like George is wearing your cap.
Yeah, I know.
And he's like, I ain't having any of this shit.
Hey, George. Psst. Hey, George. Psst. Hey, psst. Hey. Psst.
Like, no.
Where's that noise coming from?
Hey, George. Hey.
Well, it's coming from one of these things on the left or the right, not directly in front of me.
He almost acts like he hates my show.
He's seen
yeah, been there, done that. Jorge says, I need to order a bacon pancakes pack. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I'm proud to say I was part of that patch. Very cool. Ape, what's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. I honestly, apart from doing Patriot in the Dark's blind challenge on my Dan Wesson Model 15, I really haven't had time or ambition to do much content, and that's probably not going to change. I've got a couple days off this week, couple days off next week, but other than that, nothing really. Oh, however, I did go and support a local business on Black Friday. Went to a new gun shop that I've driven past 2 or 3 times, but haven't gone into, and I actually got
Ruger.
Got myself my fancy Ruger 10mm.
Now, okay, so the stripes on the grip. What are those? I can't remember what those called. Military. The military term for the stripes. Chevron. Okay. Yeah. Is there a specific number of them on there, or is that just whatever?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's just whatever the design. No, it's just whatever their design team, I guess, came up with what they could fit on there.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually the blackened part's actually kind of like a rubberized paint almost, but I don't know. They did a lot better. It's it's still stainless steel, but it's all nitrided. And for anyone out there who's ever handled an SR 1911, regardless what size, their laser etching, it's like always really rough.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an unintentional or a accidental grip area, but on this, everything is like flushed down real nice. And then like the serial number, the Prescott, Arizona Ruger SR 1911. On my stainless one, that's laser engraved, but on here they actually milled it in. So yes, that was what was the name of that place?
Good Night Boob Sweat.
Surprised Jumpy hasn't started anything yet. Oh wait, talking about his favorite 10mm whatever.
Yeah.
Accident single knife. Good night. So, well, shameless self-promotion aside, ladies, gentlemen, and Jonases of all ages, thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. Be sure to check out gunchannels.com for more Pro 2A content. And I probably should have checked to see if G was still... Nope, G's not live anymore. So this concludes our regularly scheduled programming, but we'll be back about 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the early watch, followed by open lobbies throughout the day. Keep an ear out for Black Cat Outdoors, lunchtime, and litterbox chats. Gunchannels.com, Monday night programming at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the Tactical Leprechaun, Clover Tax, MOA Monday, and Hawaii Volcano Squads locked and loaded. At 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Never Enough Ammo, a.k.a. Mr. Matt's Guns and Geeks podcast, The Week in Geek. At 11 p.m. Eastern, it's the Outlaw Hatfield's Monday Night Shootout. And every weeknight at midnight Eastern, it's the newly revamped Daily Gun Show. Remember to be on the lookout for Ellis the Degenerates, a.k.a. the Outlaw Hatfield's Late Night with the Outlaw. Also, check out guntube.org. It's a free and unrestricted Pro 2A video platform. If you like what you see over there, go over to Patreon and help support the platform. If you like any of these wonderful patches on this table here, please go over to gearwebsites.com and help keep gas in the van and food in Mello's stomach. And remember, a hot dog is a sandwich, Slim Jim is candy, and keep your guns earled and your chambers loaded.
That's right.
Give him the bird.
Thanks. Give him the bird.
Bird is the word.
That's right.
Douchebag Jimenez too.
Douchebag Jimenez too.
Bye, George.
And that's
Bye,
it.
George.
Shall not pee in fridge.
Shall not pee in fridge.